Alright, it's time for another week. ZTGD Radio. This is episode 865 for October 20th, 2025. Now on the show this week, we got Anthony.
I am here.
We have Terrence.
What?
We got the Wombat.
I guess so.
Oh!
What the hell was that?
That was called Old Man.
No.
I moved in my chair and everything popped. I was like, well, there it goes.
And we've got Margloth the Terrible rising up from the depths of the volcano.
Yep. I was going to say Cracknarak the Destroyer.
That's right. You best respect your elders. Oh, Christ. Anyway, there are so many video games and video game stuff to talk about. We're just gonna hop right in and ask Anthony what he's been doing in his free time.
The amount of free time I've had. Not sleeping.
That's not a game.
What I'm playing currently as we speak, which is Yooka-Rayleigh, which is the oddest video game remake I've ever played. Fundamentally, you look at it, you look at the design of it. I mean, it's been touched up. It's a nicer looking game, but it's the same concept. It's still a collectathon, but it feels very different. Like you're going through the same areas, but it just fundamentally, the original is, except for the stupid stamina meter thing, very much Banjo-Kazooie.
Well, I thought the biggest change they made to this remake was that they basically give you all of the abilities up front.
Right. So that makes and they've added some like negligible pages and stuff. So there's more collectibles in this version. This is more like Mario Odyssey, and it's set up now.
Yeah.
And it's just very odd to go through the game and go, oh, I can actually enjoy it now rather than fighting against the systems that they needed you to engage with previously. So,
it's actually finally a fun video game.
Yeah. And you know what the worst part is that it's like, had it been not so much the powers aspect being locked off even, but like just the fact that like moving around in that original game was slow because you could only roll for so long or whatever.
Yeah, I hated
the
that.
Stamina meter sucked. And I don't mind it for like certain things because there's still like power ups in this that you can only use for a certain amount of time or whatever. So it's not like that idea is wrong. It's just they applied it to certain moves that shouldn't have that attached to it. So, just having that changes things a lot. So yeah, I mean, when I first heard that they were remaking it, I was kind of irritated that like as a backer, I wasn't getting it for free. I mean, this is a very different game than the one I backed at this point. I think it is now the second best game in the series, which is still ironic.
Well, there's only 2 games, so...
There's only 3 games.
What's the third
now,
game?
Technically.
What am I remembering?
So, there's the original.
Oh, you're counting the
Ukulele.
original as 2 different... Okay.
Yes, because it is different enough. So this is still not as good as the Impossible Lair, which is just...
It's Donkey Kong
amazing.
Country.
It's Donkey Kong Country. With a really interesting way of you doing a world map. But... hopefully this does well enough to see more of it. I would like to see, because again, they're using the skeleton, I guess, of the original still. Bigger worlds, more interesting worlds too, because as much as I do enjoy jungle theme, I when the second world is ice world and the third one is swampland, you go, okay, all right, I've kind of been here before. And that was something that I think, and I realize it's Nintendo I'm comparing to, but I mean, clearly they took some lessons from Odyssey here. The world design in Mario Odyssey was just so fantastic and didn't play as much into the tropes. Like even the desert world was doing interesting things with it. And this game just outside of the first level, which is plays a little bit around like with this this water mechanic. You can have no water, water, or ice. That's really neat. The second area does not have that. And like it's like they should have leaned more into it. And I think they kind of did with the Impossible Lair, the way that you could flood stages and stuff like that. But it's missing that aspect of it. But I'm glad I don't have to expand the world by adding pages like I did in the original. Like it's just a lot of problems that the original had are solved. I think the biggest issue is that the new mechanics are great. A lot of this game doesn't really take advantage of that. So like I can get out of in areas before I'm supposed to. Like I can do sections backwards because I have all the abilities unlocked. So but yeah, I mean it's a good game, and that's kind of it. Like I've haven't done much else.
All right. Terrence, are you back? I'm gonna take that as a no.
Not yet. No, yeah, I need another second. Just go to Ryan, and I'll be
right.
I
love that Terrence's Lego Discord says he's probably playing Wizard 101.
Yes, it does. I'm not actually right now, but that's why I say.
I mean, Discord is not incorrect on that. All right, Ryan, let's talk about turning left.
All right, so I'll point everybody to the TikTok video. These cars are going real fast and real left because I've played NASCAR 25 for review, and I can tell you that those cars are for sure going real fast and real fucking left.
Dude, I remember when we worked at EB Games, and that game every year was fucking crazy sales.
Yeah, so I mean NASCAR has a long and celebrated history when it comes to video games. NASCAR games used to be, as you mentioned, Ken, huge. I remember Papyrus NASCAR Racing '94 on PC, which was phenomenal. And of course, the biggest draw to that game was the paint feature, right? Where you could customize your car and move all the sponsors around and build your own shit to put on the car. The NASCAR game that's probably the NASCAR game I put the most time into. I also probably second most, and a close second, is NASCAR Thunder 2004, which was another really, really good NASCAR game with a really deep career mode. The last 10 years or so of the NASCAR license, not so great. And I don't watch.
Who had it for that time?
It's bounced around. It went from Papyrus to EA.
I remember the EA games on like the PS2. Yeah.
Right. And then after EA, it went to the Gran Turismo, right? They were only like Gran Turismo included NASCAR in their
Oh god,
game.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Right. Gran Turismo 5. And then iRacing at the same time put it in their online game, and iRacing, by the way, is who made this game. NASCAR 25. So iRacing, for people who don't know, there's a iRacing is an online racing game that a ton of people play. It's well known for being sort of the best online racing game, with the best physics and all that stuff. And then it bounced around. I don't even remember who had it after that. It's been, I think, at like 2 or 3 different developers or publishers in the last 10, 15 years. But it hasn't had sort of a dedicated console game release that anybody was even looking forward to, really. I think there's been some smaller games, but nothing that really stood out. At least nothing that broke the mainstream, because I don't remember what the last console NASCAR game was, if I'm being honest.
They've been doing them every year, but I don't remember who's been like putting them out.
Yeah, this is great radio. Let me Let me look it up here real quick. So it appears, let's see, Hasbro has had NASCAR Heat.
Oh yeah, I remember playing that. There's also Arcade
Yeah.
Rush.
All right, so in the last 10 years, here's what we've had. We haven't had a game since NASCAR Heat Ultimate Edition on Nintendo Switch, which was 704 games. Which I couldn't even tell you what that game was, because I did not play that.
Which one is that? NASCAR Heat?
NASCAR Heat Ultimate Edition Plus on the Nintendo Switch.
Ultimate Edition Plus.
There was NASCAR 21 Ignition, which was motorsport games, and then you get all the NASCAR Heat games, which were back in starting in 2016, you got a NASCAR Heat every year until 2020. Those were by 704 games, which I don't know if they ever made anything else. And then before that, I mean, you're back in the U-Technics era.
Shit. So 704 Games was formed by Duesenberry Martin Racing.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, but the last game that was, NASCAR in a year was NASCAR 15 by U-Technics.
Jesus Christ.
So 10 years ago.
Wow.
A long time since we've been able to make those left turns going fast.
That's right. The last EA NASCAR game was NASCAR 09.
Jesus, I'm old.
Yep. And I mean, of those, like I said, I think NASCAR Thunder 2004 was the best. That game was really, really good. So enough of the history of NASCAR video games. This one, it reminds me a lot. So I reviewed several games like this in the last year, where it's a sports franchise that's either rebooting or making a comeback. So you had Topspin, right,
Mm-hmm.
which I reviewed last year, and then you had the PGA 2K25, which was sort of a reboot of that series. This one kind of reminds me of that in that it's a little bare bones. There's not much here. There's a career mode, of course, where you start by qualifying for the ARCA series, and then you move up through the various series that are involved in NASCAR, the truck series, and eventually get up to the Winston Cup. Well, what used to be the Winston Cup. Hell, I don't even know what it's called anymore. It was the Winston Cup and then the Sprint Cup. I have no idea what it's called now. But the career mode is basically what you would imagine. You earn sponsors based on your reputation. Your reputation can either be improved or declined based on how you perform, but also how you race. So if you spend the whole time just wrecking into people so that you can win, you're going to lose reputation for that. And you'll get little social media things from drivers criticizing you for being a terrible driver. The game, once you get into a race weekend, you've got all the stuff you would expect. You've got a practice round where you can tune your car. Then you've got qualifying, and then you do the actual race. You have sponsor expectations for qualifying and for the race itself. So it'll tell you ahead of time. Sponsor expects you to qualify in the top 25. And if you don't qualify in the top 25, then you can either just keep going, or you can retry qualifying so that you can get there. It's got, the folks that are gearheads will probably be somewhat satisfied, not completely satisfied. There's a couple different ways to set up your car. So people make fun of NASCAR for just, being turn left. And yes, most of the tracks are that, but there really is a lot to it. In terms of the way the car is set up and the different routes that you have to run on the racetrack, depending on the way the racetrack is built, how long it is, how high the corners are banked. And so you can either roll with the default setup, which their default setups for each track are pretty good, but you're not going to get your max speed out of the default setup. If you don't want to do the default setup, but you're not super technical, you can use what they call a quick setup, which is basically you're just adjusting whether the car is tight or loose. So for people that haven't played one of these before, or don't know, tight means it's harder to turn, meaning the nose pushes itself towards the outside wall, whereas a loose car means the back end pushes towards the outside wall. So think of loose like your back tires are a little bit loose, and so they want to kind of come around towards the wall when you go around a turn. And so you can set that between 0 and 100% on either side in 25% increments. And that, could be enough if you're not interested in getting into the super tinkering to get you a little bit, a couple seconds off your time. But if you are interested in the tinkering, then you have custom setups where you can change basically everything. So for all 4 tires, you can change the spring rate and the bump and the rebound of the shocks, the pressure of the tires, the camber of the tires, how they're sort of aligned. You can adjust the sway bars in the front and the back. You can change the rear end ratio and add or remove wedge. All the stuff that you would expect. Well, let me say most of the stuff you would expect. There are some settings that are missing that have been there in past NASCAR games. I don't think most people will notice that they're missing. There will be some, I think, that notice a little bit less functionality to tinker with the car. But it's enough, I think, to be able to sort of fine tune the race car and get it to where, a couple tenths of a second makes a big difference. So if you can tweak some settings in the car and make up a couple seconds per lap, that can make a huge difference, especially qualifying. Yeah, so if you've played a NASCAR game, you know kind of what to expect here. It's not as if they gave the cars missiles, right? It's NASCAR.
I would play it then.
Well, they made one like that, so you should go play that one.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, what was that one called?
It was it Rumble? Was it Rumble?
Yeah, it might be Rumble. It was almost like a kart racer.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
But yeah, it's not. Listen, this game's not going to win anybody over that doesn't like NASCAR. And I haven't watched NASCAR in probably 20 years, so I don't know any of the drivers. Except every now and then I'll see one and I'll be like, oh, I remember his dad. So NASCAR is one of those things where it's a lot more entertaining to see in person than it is to watch on television. But I haven't been to a race in 20 years, so I don't know any of these drivers. I have no idea whether the driver ratings are accurate. I'm just going to take iRacing's word for it. But the game itself plays exactly the way you would expect it to. It's a good racing game if you like NASCAR. It's got a ton of settings for difficulty. So it's got a bunch of different assists and stuff like that you can turn on. If you're not good at these games, you can turn on some of the assists and it'll help you stay off the wall and it'll help you slow down going into turns. Or you can turn them all off if you want a more sim experience and you're pretty comfortable with the way these games work. So overall I like it. I think it's a little bit bare bones, which isn't necessarily to be unexpected, based on the fact that they're just kind of rebooting this on console. I would put it in the recommend column if you like NASCAR. Certainly, I would put it in the recommend column considering the kind of NASCAR games that we've gotten in the last 10 years.
I was just reminded of the NASCAR acronym.
National Association for Stock Car Racing?
Non-athletic sports centered around rednecks.
Oh.
That's awesome. I'd never heard that.
I've never heard that either.
I forget where I heard that, but that is a very old joke.
Yeah, that's NASCAR. I have also been spending a significant amount of my time playing the game that I can't talk about. So we'll be able to talk about that some more in about 10 days.
It's
Um,
crazy.
it's a long time. I did play a little bit more Ghost of Yotei, not much. I do still really enjoy that game. I'm looking forward to getting back into that once some of these review games are off my plate. Um, I bought Pokemon, but I haven't
Pokemon.
played it. My son has played a significant amount of it, and enjoys it so far. But I'm sure Terrence will have more to. Oh no, Terrence can't play that, can he?
No, yeah, does he? Do you have a
Right.
Switch? One?
I
Yeah, but I
played
don't
it.
think he was gonna. Oh, did you? Okay. All
I
right. I didn't
tried to
know if you
play
were gonna
it.
play it.
I tried to play it. I booted it up, and they just would not shut the fuck up. So I turned it off.
Okay, he's obviously
Yeah,
not a Pokemon fan.
No, I
Okay,
it's
so
like
that
I
it's a
like
little different.
Pokemon the game. I don't like Pokemon the let's take a picture outside this because you
well,
look like a tourist and let's talk about it for 45 minutes.
well, you had to take the picture for the ID. Okay, let's just talk about it now. Fuck it, because this guy. Hold
Well, let me
on.
real quick, Terrence, but let
Oh,
me
okay,
just
go
give
ahead.
you because I want to see if this matches with your experience. So let me give you the 10,000-foot view of my son's experience with the game. It went from what the heck is this? This is weird to yeah, it's pretty good, but I don't like it as much as past ones. To okay, this game is starting to grow on me. To yeah, this is pretty good.
I didn't know you were that tall.
Yep,
Genetics.
How do you
100%.
how do you fit in that plane?
Listen, he's rich, especially built.
Give me a fucking break.
The spruce goose. Oh, okay. Yeah, your son is right. That accurately describes my journey as well. It did ultimately land on, yeah, this is pretty good. I have complaints though, because the biggest one for me is there is no fucking excuse in the year of our Lord 2025 that Pokemon games still has me reading text instead of hearing somebody voice line it. No excuse.
Yeah,
Like,
there
I don't
is.
know what
You know what?
Nintendo
You know
is,
what the excuse? You
man.
know what the excuse is?
Are they gonna charge me for the voice pack later?
No, you gonna buy
No,
it
fuck it, you're
anyway.
gonna buy it anyway.
Yeah, you gonna
Yeah.
buy it anyway. So why the fuck would they put the effort into it?
Well, and I know you. I think you made that joke. You said that in the Discord, and you're right. That you're absolutely right. But it's just wild because it's it, and even the visuals still like it's one of those things that I think, and people express this on social media all the time, that we just accept. Like
Oh,
you said, you're going to buy it anyway.
there's
Yeah,
thousands of YouTube videos right now complaining about the exact same thing that they complained about in the last fucking game.
but they still
Yep.
bought it.
Like, exactly.
Yep. And this
Here's
is
the thing.
and
Here's the thing. It's not Game Freak because if you remember, Game Freak put that trailer out for that fucking like ninja game.
oh yeah, yeah.
Remember how good that looked? It ain't Game Freak.
Yeah, so I don't know what Nintendo problem is with holding Pokemon back, but man, let them Game Freak back. Let them cook, okay? Like man, because aside from the graphics and the lack of voice work, yes, this is great. It is what I have wanted from a Pokemon game. Well, I think it has checked all the boxes. Like interactively and visual, well, not visually, but interactively with the Pokemon and stuff, like what I've wanted since playing Pokemon Blue so many, God, I'm old, so many years ago.
Jesus Christ, I worked when that came out.
I was in high school, actually, because I remember that was when I got hurt because I had messed up my back. That's how I actually discovered Pokemon. So real quick history of old Lord Magnus. I got hurt playing football and I was out for
Forever because he's gone. Hello? Okay, well that was interesting. Apparently my internet just like fucking shit the bed. So let's kick back in. You were telling me about your football injury.
Yes. Thank you, Ken. It was a harrowing time in my life. Actually, no.
All right, calm down, Rudy.
I missed like 3/4 of school, and I discovered the Pokemon cartoon had come on in the mornings, and I like got into it and was like, damn, the show was good. And then the game was coming out like later that year, near my birthday, and my mom ended up getting it for me, and the rest is history. But I was saying, like, this one, like, I feel it gives me what I've like wanted since watching that cartoon. So like, you can, have your Pokemon walking with you, like you can call them out like Ash does with Pikachu. A lot of the stuff, whereas the old games was very menu based. So, you would go into an encounter with a fight, and now you're just kind of like rocking back and forth, like while the music is playing, and you got to pick, let's see, attack. Which attack do I want to do? Well, it doesn't happen like that now. You freely have, you're running around, your Pokemon is running around, while everything is happening. Like when you pick your attack, like you hold the left trigger, on the controller, and your face buttons then become your attack buttons for the Pokemon. So like tackle is Y, and your Pokemon will run up and like physically hit them. And I was like geeking like a little kid, like when this was happening, because, before it was just, they were just stood there and you say tackle and you see a little slash go through them. And I was like, that worked, of course, back then, but seeing them actually do the shit like in the anime, like that, I don't know, that was dope for me. But yeah, I aside from, like I said, the lack of voices and the oh God, what was the other complaint I had? The visuals not being really what is, to be accepted, especially with the Switch 2, which, I mean, I guess you get the 60 frames per second if you're playing on the Switch 2, but like what was that one game that Jay played? That was the remaster that came out that looked crazy good, and it still had
Xenoblade?
Xenoblade, yeah, that's what that Chronicles or whatever it was, whatever the last one was, like, yeah, that looked ridiculously good, and that was running on the Switch 1. So,
I mean,
I don't
Game
understand.
Freak don't give a fuck. They're just gonna pump them out, like, because they put out 2 a year, right?
At this point, yeah.
One.
Well, I thought they'd do like a remaster and then a new game.
Oh, maybe.
It was. I mean, that was the pattern, but they had a big data leak.
The remasters aren't done by them.
Okay,
generally.
that's fine.
Oh, I didn't
But
actually know
like
that.
one Pokemon a year though. That's fucking Madden levels, dude. Come on.
Like
You're
the
right.
last remake they made was the 3DS stuff, because the Diamond and Pearl one was handled by a different company.
Diamond and Pearl.
I never played a couple of those, like the Black and White. And Black and White 2. I never played those. I don't know. Whichever one that was on, I think that might have been the generations that I missed. But this one it grows on you, because it does start off being a little weird, because a lot of the stuff is very new, and they're changing a lot of stuff, which I think is for the best, because a lot of the mechanics and stuff that they've evolved this to, Pokemon fans see what I did there with that, is from the Arceus game, which I thought was just stellar. Like, I reviewed that one. I loved that game to death, for what it did. And it was really the start of that whole, you can have your Pokemon out with you, and you have to crouch, and kind of you can hide in bushes to catch the Pokemon. Like, it's all, real world type stuff. But even in combat in this, when you, have to weaken some Pokemon, before you can throw the Pokeball at them. All that stuff happens real time in this one, which is nice. There is no pause, or, menu or anything that you choose from. Like, you hold that button to target them, and then I think it's the right bumper. That's how you throw, no, it's the trigger. It's the right trigger, how you throw the Pokeball. And this for, longtime fans and even new ones, I think this is really good. I didn't play Scarlet and Violet. I think Drew reviewed it, and he wasn't really on it. Cause I guess they didn't, cause I thought they were. I thought they were going to carry a lot of that stuff from Arceus Legends Arceus over into Scarlet and Violet, but they didn't. It seems to be that they're doing it with this one, which this one is a Legends game, which is weird, because now it kind of seems like they're only going to do this shit in the Legends ones, but whatever. It's pretty good for what I played.
It's a little strange too because I thought the whole point of, and I know there was the gameplay aspect that was different, but I thought the whole point of the Legends series was that it was in the past, right? Because like Arceus was in the past, and I thought that's why they called it Legends. And so now this one comes out, and it's also a Legends, and it does not take place in the past. So I guess maybe they're just using that Legends to denote the gameplay difference. And the Legends ones will be the ones that play like this in Arceus, and the other ones will play more traditionally.
I mean, this is like the Zelda timeline. It don't matter. None of this matters.
You're right, because this one I think takes place. I saw somebody had wrote an article about when it takes place in the timeline, and it's like, it's not the past. It takes place in between some of the, I want to say, the DS era games, the ones that I skipped. But the timeline and stuff. It's weird, and I think you're right, Ryan. Like from what I can see, like that they're just the kind of gameplay style and stuff is what denotes the Legends ones from what I guess is the main line with the Scarlet and Violet types. But I guess we'll find out whenever was it Sky and Wind that comes out next year, because they had a data leak.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a data leak like.
Is that what everybody was going nuts online about the other day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it showcased the next couple of Pokemon. It hinted about the generation 12 or something. I guess it's the next one is going to take place in somewhere in Asia. I think they said they're going to monitor it up, but they were looking at Canada. I guess at one point, like it was going to be set in Canada, and then like they at one time were looking at like the northwest United States.
They take place in real places? I thought they were like fake places.
It's fake places, but are modeled. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the one, was it Scarlet and Violet that took place in Scotland?
I think so. Because that's the ones I didn't play. I think so.
I just from the song, and it there to
no, that was Sword and Shield.
Oh, Sword and Shield. You're right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are. Oh, I did play that one. Yeah, I had Sword, but I ended up buying both of them.
Sword.
Actually. Oh God, I hate when people do that. That and laptop.
Laptop.
Yeah. They're like, let me check my laptop. And I'm like, nigga, are you Dexter? Like, what are you talking about? Like,
welcome to my laboratory.
But yeah, I am enjoying Pokemon. I think it's,
and that's why they will never fix it.
Pretty good. That is why. And I think it's, that's the same thing with like Madden. They're never really going to give people what they want with that, because people, every year complain about the same stuff and still hand over that money. And it's, that's just, we are caught in that inevitable cycle.
Give me that money, boy.
Give me that money, boy.
But yeah, that's my Pokemon spiel. Okay, Ryan, sorry, I didn't overtake your thing.
No, I was done. So.
Oh, okay.
It blended in perfectly.
Yeah. Nice seg. It was nice. So I missed the All-Star show with but I did listen, and that's crazy because you should have changed what that episode was called, because only like 5% of that was video games. Y'all niggas was performing karaoke. There was there was all types of stuff.
I mean, if you ever listen to this show, it don't matter.
I listen all the time. Actually, I know Ryan don't, but I actually.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, this don't matter.
Listen to the show, but I barely listen to the show when I'm on the show.
I was gonna say he's usually not paying attention. That's par for the course,
and that's okay.
Listen, it's been almost 20 years, man. You got to give me a little bit of slack.
I know what y'all own for real. At the end of the day, I pretty much can guess.
Listen, if I ever got paid for this show, I'd be 10 years from retirement. So you just gotta give me some slack.
Man, I can go back and like sometimes I need to like skim through the show to figure out what we talked about. There'll be parts of it where I'm like, I don't remember us talking about that.
See, that's usually why I listen, because I feel like, and it usually does happen every time I listen. I'm like, oh damn, I didn't even hear him talk about that. So yeah,
I'm aware. When you like, you're in the Discord, you're like, oh, did you guys see this? I'm like, motherfucker, we talked about it on the show.
Yeah. That was before I listened to. That was That's what I was like. Okay, well, let me shut the fuck up, I guess, and listen to the show, because. But no, so I didn't talk about Battlefield 6, which is great. I know you apparently did not like the campaign.
I think it's trash. It's fucking terrible.
Do any of y'all watch Abbott Elementary? You probably don't.
No, I have not watched it.
It's really funny. There's a janitor on there, Mr. Johnson, old black man, my favorite character, and he says stuff about it. He's like, that's trash. Just the way he said, and the way you said that right there, it sounded like dear old Mr. Johnson. It's trash.
I mean, it is. Like, I played like the first level. I was like, this fucking sucks. Like, I don't like this at all.
And that was like the setup, because you go kind of back in time and you kind of get told what happened because he's like testifying or whatever. I thought it was fine. I mean, I don't ever play, and I said this in the review, I don't go to Battlefield for the campaign. I'd never played the campaigns of Bad Company either, and I know that people consider that to be the gold standard. You know,
those are great. Yeah,
but I thought this was fine. It felt just as much as relevant as like a Call of Duty campaign is really what I got. You get a little popcorn. Some political.
Yeah, but the popcorn is stale.
Wow. Okay. Why do you think so? Like, why do you think?
It's boilerplate. Like the story is just, what the fuck is even going on? It doesn't make any sense. Like the mission structure is bad. It's like it's checking a bunch of boxes and it's not making any of them interesting.
Fair enough. I mean,
at least Call of Duty gets stupid. Call of Duty gets real stupid, and that's what makes it enjoyable in the campaign.
You know what? And you were, I guess, just from a different camp, because that's kind of like the whole point of this one was a lot of the fans were complaining about the kind of the stupid or wackiness of Call of Duty, like, having Beavis and Butthead and shit running around in it. And they wanted Battlefield 6 to be more grounded and realistic.
That's fine for the multiplayer. That's not even what I'm referring to. Like, Call of Duty's campaigns ain't got Beavis and Butthead killing each other. But like, they're more like a Michael Bay.
Was circling back.
Yeah, they're like a Michael Bay movie. And like, this feels like Michael Bay's cousin who got a job just because, Michael Bay is his cousin, got to make a movie.
Right. So Michael Bay movies are Flash,
big and stupid. Yeah, big and stupid. Yeah. They're fun.
This is a little deeper than that. Like, this story that's the way I was circling too. This is trying to be a little less all Flash and give you a little more stake to it, and that's not going to be for everybody. You're right. And you got me talking about this campaign like I consider it to be the best thing ever, and I do not. I'm just saying.
You're going to bat for something that's yeah.
Well, again, that's your opinion that it's that, just like it's my opinion that I think is pretty good. But I was just saying all that to say I don't even come to this for campaigns, and I thought it was playable. I thought it was okay. Like, it was all right. Like, am I going to replay it? No, but it was it was all right. And you get some unlocks for the multiplayer too if you finish the campaign. But the multiplayer, oh baby, are we back? Man, you can knock down buildings on people. The vehicles spawn on the map now. So, one of the things with the last one was that you had to kind of be on the spawn screen, and like they all spawned at your HQ, which could be like way back wherever. Now vehicles will spawn when you capture a point. So you'll get like some tanks and jeeps and different like reinforcements along the way. Aircraft vehicles are not immediately available, which is nice because Jesus Christ, there are some serious pilots out here. I don't know what y'all doing, but you're doing too damn much. I got helicopters. The multiplayer in Battlefield is what the Michael Bay shit is. Like, cause it's explosion. It's an action movie. You will never play a match in Battlefield 6. And that used to be like the tagline for it, like only in Battlefield. They would do stuff like that. Cause there are stuff that happens in this game every match that you will only experience in Battlefield. Helicopters flying overhead and like barely whizzing the ground, and this dude like turns it on a pin and blows up this tank in front of you, and then he zooms off, and you just sitting there with the explosion and the dust and all shit. Like, this is a Michael Bay movie. That's what the multiplayer is. And they've managed to to fix a lot of the complaints from the last Battlefield, and I think that has a lot to do with them bringing Vince Zampella, is that his last name? I think Vince Zampella on board, because I know everybody thought that this was going to be like a mashup with Titanfall and Battlefield, which honestly I would be here for 100%. I think that would be super cool, and I hope that's something that they actually are looking into. But I don't think we're ever going to get a Titanfall game again. It's real sad.
No, there's no.
They all in on the Apex. But this is definitely a return to greatness. And I've played, I say I've played every Battlefield game, but I think there was like one called Battlefield Heroes or something that was on mobile that I never played. But I've been with the franchise since 1942. Not
wow, you're that old.
Obviously, the year. Yeah, to motherfucker. I'm not obviously. Okay. And it's funny too, because I tell my kids all the time, it's more so when they were little, like, you know, because they're growing up like, oh no, I'm immortal. You know, I was around when such and such walked. That for a couple of them literally believed it. Like, I would hear a whisper to me, like, yes, he's lived through this, and one day they will pass to me. Like, I had to, you know, tell them like, yeah, bro, we're not really. It's not really.
We're not really Highlanders.
We're not really Highlanders. Oh, but yeah, I've been, you know, with the franchise since the beginning, and just this, oh man, it feels so good to just feel like a return to form. This feels like a nice balance between Battlefield 3 and 4, which is nice. Those are, you know, definitely the golden years for the franchise. But you know, if they had just added, which they have like some weather stuff that comes in, like you'll get, you know, some sandstorms on some of the levels and stuff like that, but nothing like it was. I think that was 4 that had the like Levolution thing where like a tornado will come through and it knocks down a building, and like a hurricane on one map, and like you have all this different stuff that like literally changes how the whole map looks. So they haven't quite gotten back to that type of stuff, but just the fact that you can blow up, you know, buildings and knock down walls and kind of create that stuff, there's way more destructibility than was in the last one, is just chef's kiss. So if you are a Battlefield fan, again, I wrote a review, I think I gave it a 9. If you're a Battlefield fan, that's been waiting for, you know, them to recover from 2142 or whatever that one was called, 2042, whatever. This is it. This is definitely really good. Beyond that, I've played, put some time into Little Nightmares 2, for Spooky Month. That is a scary video game. I did not think that it was going to be. But yeah.
It's not called Little Daydreams.
That's true.
You're right. You're right. I don't know. I think I'm a boy running around. Actually, my kids told me I'm a boy, and I guess with the girl from the first game or something, and like we're doing stuff. But like you're chased by, like, I guess you're a kid, and like everybody that's like the enemies are the giants. But I'm like to this part where this teacher, and she has a super stretchy neck, and it's horrifying. And then like the little enemies. This has more combat than I thought this series had. I thought this was more like explore hide based
thing for the second one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, yeah, okay. Then I guess okay, because yeah, I've gotten to like quite a few fights. I mean, it's not like Devil May Cry. You know, you're not doing all that shit, but like you're bopping these. pretty sure you like bopping these little clay children over the head, and they explode in the clay pots. But it's pretty good. So I'm looking forward to playing some more of that. Played some more Helldivers 2. Like I said, that's like a nightly thing usually when I have time with Mr. Pyrite and his peoples. I can't talk about that. I'm playing that for review. Sorry, I'm like going down this list. Evil Within 2, playing that as well. I did not realize that was open world. I think I said that in the Discord, or semi-open world.
Yeah.
that's really cool because you can like be stealthy. You could go all out with your limited ammo. If you want. I like that you're not kind of pigeonholed in one path. You can kind of take your own approach to that. And I did not realize that game was set up like that. So that's super cool. Man, it's a shame you'll never get a third because Microsoft killed them. That's.
Well, I mean, Shinji Mikami left anyway, so
that's true. We'll probably get a spiritual successccer or something like that.
And they're not dead.
Yeah.
They're just at what is it? Is it Embracer? Is that where they went? Didn't they buy them?
Yeah.
I was going to say Tencent. It was one of them.
Yeah, it was one of those big conglomerates that bought Tango, which everybody cheered for, and then like. I understand that that's cool that the developers get to stay open, but like, do you really think we're going to get another game from them? I'm kind of
right,
curious.
And that's yep. That's
I'm hopeful that we get a Hi-Fi Rush sequel from them because Hi-Fi Rush did pretty well.
I'd love to see that, absolutely, but I question it because Embracer tries to be the good guy, and then a lot of times it's like, yeah, maybe not so much.
I remember when, what was that, Raven that used to make, there was a Wild Wild West game that came out on the 360?
Watch?
Yes. Was that Raven?
Yeah. No,
that
Dark Watch
was
made by High Moon.
High
Moon.
High Moon. And they got bought or taken over by Activision.
They make Call of Duty maps now after the Transformers games. Yeah.
That's what I was going to. Like, it's a damn shame.
Also, the people that bought Tango is Crafton.
Oh, well, that's the other. Okay, wait. Yeah, that's the
PUBG guys.
Battle PUBG guys. Yeah, okay.
Which didn't that Subnautica just have a big issue, where like people were stealing money or something?
Yeah, the sequel.
That's owned by Crafton.
Issues with the studio.
So, And Glenn Schofield was at Crafton when he made Callisto Protocol.
Yep.
Which, yeah.
We gone now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Just so many studios get sucked up and then just drain dry. And it's because, man, that Dark Watch
is great.
That game was great.
Yeah.
That was so fucking good. And it was set up for a sequel.
Don't do that.
It sure was.
Don't do that with video games. You're never going to get to see the end of it.
That game was good. Yeah, now they make Call of Duty maps. The Transformer games were also good. My son has been coming over here because I have the Fall of Cybertron on Xbox, and he's like been replaying that. Like, those games were so good, and now they make Call of Duty maps. Like, God, what are we doing? God. Anyway.
Raven Software made some of the best first-person shooters.
Singularity, baby.
Call of Duty stuff.
Yes, I knew Raven did some shit that I liked. Yeah, I couldn't remember all that, but yeah, they're another one.
They did a good Wolfenstein game.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That we haven't gotten again.
Raven also did Quake 4, the port, I believe.
Hold on, let's see here. Just quickly going past. They did Heretic, Hexen. Trying to look at the games that
they do a Spider-Man?
Heretic 2, Soldier of Fortune. No, that was Neversoft.
Yeah, Neversoft is, which also did Guitar Hero, which is fucking crazy.
Oh, Soldier of Fortune was good.
Star Trek Voyager Elite Force.
That's a first-person shooter.
2, Jedi Outcast.
Great game.
Soldier of Fortune 2, Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy, X-Men Legends, X-Men
Legends
Jedi
2, Academy.
Quake 4, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, X-Men
Legends.
Wolverine,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wolfenstein,
The
Singularity,
Thriller Simulator.
and then here's where it starts. Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, Ghosts, Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty Online, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare Remastered, World War 2, Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare.
They killed him.
Warzone, Black Ops
They killed him.
4, Vanguard, Modern Warfare
He's
2,
still
Warzone
going.
2.0, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 6, Black Ops 7.
They killed him. Like they used to. X-Men Legend. I forgot they were the X-Men. Oh, so good. Oh, man.
Yeah. That's what happens when nobody buys those games.
Yeah. It's a shame. But everybody's buying Call of Duty, so we got to put all hands on deck.
I mean, if you were a business owner, that's what you would do. You would put all
sure. I am objective enough and can take a step outside of that, fandom and be like, you know what? I guess I see it. I'm not happy about it.
No, it makes me very depressed.
But, yeah, but I see y'all want to make money. Okay, that's fine.
Singularity didn't exactly light up the charts. Well, you can work on Call of Duty.
Right, yeah, it didn't. Singularity was good.
That game was so good. That game was so good.
Well. Okay, so that was Evil Within 2. So I've spent, and don't laugh at me, or do, I don't give a fuck. I've spent a lot of time playing Wizard 101, and I didn't know about Wizard 101.
I don't even know what it is, so I can't laugh at you yet.
Are we talking the text adventure stuff?
No, you're like a wizard, or you like cast spells. Well, it's like a card. Y'all wouldn't play it because it's card based. Like your spells are cards, but it's an MMO apparently. Okay, yeah, it's an MMO. That is apparently old as shit. Like, I'm surprised because Anthony, in all the little, like the message boards and stuff, because you looked at stuff for help. Everybody's like, "Oh God, this takes me back. I played this as a kid, and whoop whoop whoop, and now I got money and I can spend money on it, and I'm so happy." And I was like, "Oh damn, I bet Anthony probably know about this." And you was like, "Nah," because I mean, you would probably be about that age because I know you're a little younger than us, so it would have been,
I was never an MMO person.
Oh, okay. Then that explains that. Then all right. But I'm really addicted. Like they just put it on console. It had a rocky launch, as all MMOs do. It's free to play. And as I said, you create a wizard, at a wizard school. And there's different classes. Like I chose the myth class, which leans towards like it's kind of a in between the support and attack, so I can kind of do a bit of both. And they lean toward mythical creature summons. So like my heavy hitter right now, damn, putting this nigga to sleep. My bad, P. I'm almost done. My heavy hitter card is a Colossus. So he comes out, like you summon him, kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh. You summon him, it comes up and does like a little intro flex, and then like attacks the enemy. And that's kind of the basis of it. It has a lot of stuff, as these MMOs usually do. This one being 20 something years old, it probably has more than most, because there's a whole like pet system where you can breed and hatch with everybody in the world, and like you upgrade your pet by playing
breed with everybody in the world.
You absolutely should not, 100%. But like, there's like, it gets super deep, is what I'm saying. Like it's a super deep rabbit hole. I'm just at the surface. Go ahead.
I confused this game with Spellcasting 101.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
That is, I'm trying to figure out who made this game. It's on GOG, but of course I'm on mobile phone, and that does not help.
Yeah.
There was 3 games in the series. Legend Entertainment was the developer. Ziggurat Interactive's the current publisher. But yeah, so those were old like text adventure sort of Sierra style, but more on the Leisure Suit Larry side. But you had to like type in your spells and stuff like that. So
yeah, you know what? Because I think we had watched the show, and there was like a Warhammer typing game that I thought you were on. I think I sent you a link. There was a demo of something.
The Bolt Gun one.
Yeah. Whoa.
No, they remade Bolt Gun with like typing of the dead mechanic.
Yes. That's what it was. Yeah. I don't know. I was like, oh, this is like Anthony's thing. It was like a battle royale, but it was like a typing. It was a typing.
Oh yeah, you sent
game.
me that. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like battle royales either, so
Yeah. I see. I figured that probably would be the kick for that one. But I was like, oh, he might dig this. But yeah, so I'm really into Wizard 101. Probably gonna end up spending on it because I'm really into it. Like I said, it's free to play, but like the mounts, and then they have card packs and different stuff that you can spend money on, and that's how they get you, really. I mean, and I know that. So, because I'm an old man, they've gotten me for years. That sounds bad, but you know what I mean. So I'm sure I'm going to end up spending money on it. What else? I played some more WWE 2K24, taking Stone Cold through being a champion, because I don't really like anybody else on there. I used to like The Rock, but man, that nigga, I don't know. 2K25 is on sale too, Ryan. I don't know.
You mean the Pebble?
Yeah, he is I was about to say I was going to go into that. I saw that he's back to human form now.
Well, they all have to do that when they get older because it's like otherwise your heart
will explode. Ask Ultimate Warrior. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why Bautista did it.
Macho Man.
Yeah.
Fucking stop doing steroids. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. The Rock says he's all natural.
Yeah, he's all natural.
He's natty, all right.
I love that laugh because fuck that guy. Come on, man. I'm out here taking my vitamins, saying my prayers, and that's how I did. Shut up. Anyway.
Well, he did too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead too.
Yeah.
That is true.
But 2K25 is on sale on Xbox for like $27. I don't know if that's low enough for you to cop or not, but I want to make sure I mentioned it to you.
It is not, but I appreciate that.
I got you. Yeah, see, it's not quite for me. Like, I'm thinking maybe Black Friday, it might hit that $14. Maybe I'll bite then. I wish AEW would come out with some. What, did you finish the pay-per-view? Look, now we're wrestling.
No.
Now we're a wrestling podcast. You
no,
didn't? Okay.
I have not. No, I made it to Kyle Fletcher and Briscoe. That's the match I'm on.
Okay.
So,
okay. Well, yeah,
no, I got some work to do.
Yeah, we'll chat later. Yeah, it was good. Good overall show. It was a good show. Oh, my Brian Gumble.
I'm on Brian Gumble your ass.
I'm almost done. I can't talk about that yet. Well, I might be able to, but I don't have the dates in front of me, so I'll wait. We'll talk about it next week because I know it comes out this week. I played the DLC. Y'all talked about it actually on the show last week. I didn't even know it was coming out for Firefighting Simulator Ignite. Had a summer camp.
Where
DLC.
they're lighting the kids on the fire. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Y'all, I laughed really hard at that, but yeah. So you're not lighting the kids on fire. The kids have been evacuated. Well, some of them, because you do have to rescue a few of them. But yeah, it totally is. It's a summer camp, and it's like in the woods. So like the trees can catch on fire and stuff. Shit can escalate. So you have to like control that. And like I said, that game was rough at launch, but they've actually put a good amount of patches into it. And it's pretty solid. You still have the occasional teammate that's just spraying water at the ceiling because the fire is above him on the next floor and he's literally not helping anything. But yeah, outside of that, it's pretty good. I guess that's it. I'm gonna just say that's it because I feel like I've been talking for a long time and y'all probably like, man, listen to my else talk. So yeah, I'm good.
Don't nobody want to hear what I have to say. What are you talking about? Oh, I came into the show thinking I was going to talk about a lot more stuff, but then I realized like embargoes are funky, and Outer Worlds, which I am playing, is not till Thursday, so I can't talk about that one. And then like Ninja Gaiden is technically today, but it's not till like 7 p.m. and I'm like, you know what? I'll just do my review and then we'll talk about Ninja Gaiden next week. So those two I can't talk about. The third game, because I said I had 3 games, and I didn't do my template tweet.
Oh, shame on you. I ain't gonna send you your check, nigga. You just lost out on the bag. See?
God, that shit pisses me off so bad. To watch it happen back to back with exactly the same wording, I'm like, y'all don't even try. Like,
no, they copy and paste because I see on some of the stuff that that we get sent for review in games like, yeah, you can send this out and do blah 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 and we want word it like this. They copy and paste that, and I'm like, wow. Yeah. At least just be original. Like inject some of you into the announcement. Like you just lazy with it. Like
not only are you doing advertising, but you're doing the advertising they told you to do, which is crazy to me.
Right.
But the third game that I played was Keeper, which is out now. I guess.
How is that?
Nobody noticed that it came out.
No, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, but it launched on I think it was Friday. It's in Game Pass. It's the new Double Fine game. I like it. It is. What's the best way to describe? Simulator. Well, it's more like Limbo / Little Nightmares style game where there's no combat. You're a walking lighthouse with a bird on it, and you solve puzzles in one of the most like hauntingly beautiful worlds I've ever seen. Like it is just some wild trippy shit. It is worth playing because it like if you have Game Pass, definitely download and play. It's not long. It's like 6 to 7 hours, and it is literally just a kind of walk forward, explore a little bit. There's some side stuff that you can find, some hidden areas, but it's mostly like light-based puzzles where you can shine your lighthouse light onto things to make them like, you know, you'll make this tree grow and then it pops out a seed and then somebody picks up the seed and like puts it in, or you can send your bird over to wind a gear to like unlock a door. Like it's that kind of like just forward moving puzzle game, kind of like a Limbo or an Inside or something like that. And it definitely matches like the Inside vibe of visuals where everything is like almost like a dark Seussian, where they're, you know what I mean by Seussian, where they have like those long stringy things. It's kind of got that like visual appeal. Like there's nothing to it. There's no tutorials. There's no on-screen button prompts. There's like, they will pop up at first. Like the first time it's like, you know, hold the right trigger to focus your light kind of thing. But like nothing in the world has anything labels or anything. There's no shiny objects or anything. It's just figure out where you're going to go and figure out what you got to do. So it's good. It's one of those what we talk about all the time. It's a great Game Pass game. You know, play it on a weekend, blast through it, and never touch it again kind of game. I continue to try to play Angry Video Game Nerd 8-Bit. That game is so fucking hard. Like, that is like old school hard. Some of these bosses have, and it almost feels like it's true to, you know, kind of his show, but so much in that game feels like bullshit. Like when you jump into a new screen and the block disappears and you fall, or you jump into the next screen and an enemy comes from the top and just hits you. Like, there's a lot of that in there. Which makes sense for his game, but also at the same time kind of makes it not fun sometimes. So, what else did I play that's worth talking about? I did finally boot up What's that?
I'm sorry. This is the dude that made the Sonic videos that y'all suggested I watch. That
like he's the first. Like he was one of the first like angry video game YouTubers. I mean, he's been doing this for like 20 plus years or some shit.
Okay.
Like he made that whole shtick popular.
Gotcha. Okay.
So this is actually his second fully released video game, which is kind of crazy.
I thought it was his third.
Yo, you're right. It's his third because the first one's in a 2-pack. That's what it is.
Yeah.
The first one is...
The only reason why I know is because there was 2 that were bundled together at some point.
Yes.
I've never played any of them, but I just knew that there was 2 bundled.
The first one is great. It's a very much like a Castlevania side-scrolling style game. The second one is almost... like you're on a... Like it's like Mario 3 where you're on an overworld map.
I thought they were Mega Man-like games.
This new one is. This new one is. This new one literally has the Mega Man character select screen for the stages.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
All 3 of the games are good. This new one, though, is just so fucking hard. I finally did boot up Little Nightmares 3. It seems like one of those early on. I only played for like 45 minutes, but I finally did get around to playing that. What else did I do? So I got my 360 hooked back up, and I was going to play some original Xbox games. So I have discovered something with original Xbox games. So when I dug my 360 out a couple years ago, I replaced the hard drive with a third-party hard drive that's like 320 gigabytes because my old hard drive was dying. You can't play original Xbox backwards compatible games with a third-party hard drive.
Really?
There is a boot sector on Microsoft's official hard drive that loads those games.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, like, I was putting discs in last night, and it kept telling me, like, this disc is not playable here. I was like, I know it's playable because it's on the list. And I looked it up on Reddit, and immediately it came up. If you do not have an official Xbox 360 Microsoft hard drive, backwards compatibility of the games will not boot up.
Quality.
Sucks.
Yeah, There it is.
So I'm like, well, that sucks. And apparently you can't buy those hard drives anymore. So my Xbox original discs are nice. Because I was like, well, I'll rip them. And I'll play them on my emulation. You have to have a specific DVD drive with a specific firmware to even rip your original Xbox discs.
That's crazy.
Like, so I literally have 100 original Xbox discs that I can now do nothing with until I go out and buy another 360 with a Microsoft hard drive, or if I go out and buy an original Xbox. But then I have to buy like an HDMI adapter. Because what fucking TVs nowadays have the little cables that plug in to give you like the old school audio video.
Right.
So it's a whole ordeal. So this right here, this is why people go to Google and search for things that you're not supposed to have.
Yeah.
So I may have to end up looking for that, because there's a few games that I wanted to revisit that are not backwards compatible in Series X, and I was like, well, I want to play those. So I booted up last night, and yeah, nothing.
There's a reason most emulation classifies itself as game preservation.
Yeah, 100%. Because like I have the discs, I own them. I have the hardware that's supposed to be able to play them. I popped it in and was going to play it last night, and no, didn't work. So that sucks. I am looking at a lot of hardware. So I'll kind of go through this. So I did review the Valor Pro Wireless from Scuff. I loved that controller when it came out earlier this year, but it was wired only, so now they've made a wireless version. This is the best premium controller for the Xbox right now. Like, this thing runs circles around the Elite. It's absolutely fantastic. It's expensive. It's like $200. But it is by far the best premium controller. So I know we joked about it, Terrence. So they sent me the Xbox controller that looks like a PS5 controller. So I have that. I have not used it yet. It is wired only. And I'm like, why would you want to make a better controller worse? But I'll test it out, see how it goes. I did finally get one of those CRKD Gibson guitars, and I've been playing a lot with that. It is a very high quality guitar. It is very good. I love that it has like lights on the fret bar. So like when you press a button, it lights up that color, which I think is really cool. The connection is great. The lag is almost non-existent. I love that the dongle has a compartment in the guitar itself, so you can just put it in there so you don't lose it. The battery is replaceable. There's a little battery compartment that you can pop open and take out. The necks are interchangeable, so the one that comes with it is very much the bubble buttons that were similar to like the Explorer guitar, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I've actually grown to prefer the flat buttons that were on the Rock Band guitar. But they do have a replacement neck that you can order that has those flat buttons, which also has the solo buttons at the top of the neck.
Oh yeah.
Which the default one does not have those. Another really interesting thing about this guitar is that it has 9 settings. So you have like an adjuster knob, kind of like where your volume knob would be on a regular guitar. And it has 9 different channels that you can set it to. And it's designed for different games. So like if you want to play Rock Band on an Xbox, you have to turn it to channel 9. If you want to play Fortnite Festival, you switch to channel 5 or whatever. And then it automatically maps everything the way it's supposed to be, which I think is really cool. The things that I don't like, by the way, the strum bar on this thing is fantastic. Best strum bar I've ever used. But a couple of things that I don't like is that the start and back buttons are on the bottom of the guitar. So like if I'm playing, a lot of times when I get to like a 5 Devil Horn song, I want to switch to hard difficulty instead of expert. It takes me a second to kind of figure out where the start button is to start and pause it. So that's kind of an issue. It does have a star power button though that literally rests. So let's say like you're playing, it literally rests on the palm of your right hand. So if you just kind of press your right hand down, the star power will go instead of having to tilt the guitar up, which I think is really cool. But overall, it's a fantastic piece of hardware. A little expensive. I think it's like $130, which is the same price as the Riftmaster. But the build quality on this is excellent. You talked about Pokemon. Like I said, I was joking, but like literally, I was like, I booted it up thinking I would check it out real quick, and then I was like, this thing's not gonna shut up, so I just turned it off. So I haven't played much of that. But I'm sure the thing a lot of people want to hear about is the thing I've been talking about for a few weeks, piece of hardware that I've had. So Asus did send me one of the Xbox ROG Allies. And unfortunately, like most of the people that are talking about these online, I don't have the X. I have the white one.
I don't know why
just
you
the regular ROG
Ally.
Ally.
Yes, so it is the Xbox version, but it is just the base model. It's the $600 one, not the $1,000 one. So I saw the reviews came out. I saw people talking about it, and like everybody's all glowing and talking about how good it is. And then I realized they all have the X. There's a reason nobody's talking about the regular one. So the conversations online have always been, you all are fucking stupid, by the way. Is this an Xbox? Is the conversation that's happening around this thing. Number one, nobody fucking cares. Okay? You can't say something is an Xbox and then you go, well, it doesn't play all my Xbox games. Well, your PlayStation doesn't play all your PlayStation games either. You know, but it's still called a PlayStation. So...
Well, I mean, to be fair, the PlayStation games at least play the current series of PlayStation games and the previous series of PlayStation games. And the ROG Ally can't do that.
But it
can't play all the current Xbox. No, it cannot. They have to have a PC equivalent.
Or stream it.
Yeah, or you gotta stream it.
Cool. And we agree that streaming.
Hold on. No, wait a second though. But it's called a PlayStation Portal.
Okay, that is not what I'm referring to.
No, but what I'm saying is like, this argument is happening. Does it fucking matter if it's an Xbox? That doesn't mean it has to play every Xbox game. It just means it's an Xbox branded console. That's the point. You're arguing ridiculousness. It doesn't matter. Like
I'm not arguing ridiculousness. What am I? If all I'm going to be able to do is play the PC game, my Steam Deck can stream fucking Xbox shit, and it doesn't have an Xbox title attached to it. That's my point. Is that the PlayStation stuff is at least, hey, PlayStation works together. This Xbox thing can't play most Xbox games. They have to have a PC equivalent.
Again, who cares? Your phone can't play all the Xbox games either, but they call that an Xbox.
My fucking
Who cares? My point is, who cares?
I think more than anything, you're right. Xbox is a dead brand because it doesn't mean anything anymore. Correct.
Okay. I'm not going to get into this.
It's right.
I'm not going to get
you know what I'm saying, though, right?
No, I don't, because like Xbox is not a dead brand because it's still making games. Like,
but it's just a rebranded Microsoft games at this point. It's not a console because for everything's an Xbox. But then but actually you can't play it on this because it can only be played on that. Or like because there's certain Xbox, what is it, series games they don't have a PC equivalent, or an Xbox One, I should say. So you can't bring them forward because they're stuck. You can't. Rare Replay does not have a native PC port. It can only be streamed. Right? So saying this is an Xbox when it can't do all the Xbox things that Series X can do.
But it's not called an Xbox
or even a
Series
X.
X.
Well, I think it's pointless to call it an Xbox, to be honest with you.
I mean, it's just a branding. That's my point. It's like, who cares? It's a branding.
Wendy's. Fucking Wendy's ROG Ally.
I think the only care there is to the extent that people get confused about what it can and can't do.
No, that's all
and
Microsoft.
Buy it with an expectation that it can, like if you put the Xbox name on a handheld PC it creates an expectation, and that's an expectation that isn't met by this console.
You are correct, and that's a Microsoft problem. Hold on,
okay.
Microsoft. That's a Microsoft problem. You are correct, but I would also say that it's called a Steam Deck, and I can't play all my Steam games.
But they always tell you up front what works and what doesn't. Do you know how not easy it is to find out when you're buying a game off of Xbox, like their website, to tell if it can be played on what? It's not like super simple. It's not the immediate thing. You have to scroll and look for it. And like, we have a PC version available too. Like, okay, but it doesn't, if you buy the Xbox version, doesn't mean you get the PC version with everything. Their first party stuff, sure. But not the third party stuff. So it doesn't work on PC, it'll work on your console because technically it's a different license. And like that is on Microsoft. That is on the Xbox brand.
I also think that there's a different, so that the primary clientele for Steam, and again, right, wrong, or indifferent, the primary clientele for Steam is PC gamers, and PC gamers sort of implicitly understand that not every piece of hardware is going to play every PC game, at least not in ideal state. Whereas by calling it an Xbox, you're immediately marketing it to console people, and console people have an expectation that they can just boot up the console and play whatever they want to play.
Well, unfortunately, I have bad news for you. Because the ROG Xbox, whatever the fuck you want to call it. My point was that it's stupid to call it anything. Who cares?
They shouldn't have called it. There was no real reason to Xbox brand the ROG Ally. It's the same handheld PC that's been on the market for years now.
But it does boot directly into Xbox. Like, that's what it does. It boots directly into that Xbox app. Like, that's how it's designed.
I'd be curious if you could just set up your ROG Ally to do that, though.
Probably, but I don't know.
If you can or not, probably.
I don't know, because I don't think any of us have one, right? So, no. Outside of the one that you have, Ken, which obviously was set up that way. So I would just be curious on that front. But I mean, I can tell you why they did it. They wanted to look like they had something that competed with the Steam Deck.
Yeah, so let's...
The problem is... Go ahead.
No, I'm going to get into it, so go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
So, let's talk about this. This is not a boot up and play kind of device. Because this motherfucker is running Windows.
Yep. All the Windows handheld PCs have the exact same problem, and that problem is they're running Windows.
Yes. So, let me just talk about my experience. So, I booted it up. I'm like, cool, it boots up, shows a little Xbox logo, a little ROG logo. Cool. So, I get into it. It immediately goes into the Xbox app. Doesn't say anything, and anybody who has Windows understands where this is going. Doesn't say anything, just shows me my library. I start scrolling through it. I'm like, cool, I can install Steam. I can basically just run Steam here. So I started installing games, was trying to play them. All of a sudden, Windows is like, hold up. You've got like 47 updates for shit I'm never going to use. Teams and snipping tools and all this other bullshit.
That's exactly how I want to use fucking Teams.
Yeah, like all of this shit is updating in the back end. I'm like, okay, it's a new device. Let it run its course. Let it do its thing. Boom, go into the Armory crate, which if you've ever used a ROG Ally, that's like Asus's software thing.
My big laptop was a ROG.
So there are like, there's like 10 updates in there, including one for the BIOS. Brother, I spent 5 to 6 hours setting this thing up before I could actually play a game. It rebooted.
Sounds like a Windows machine.
Yeah, it is 100% a Windows machine, and that's where you calling it an Xbox is going to piss people off, because you buy it, you boot it up, you're like, I'm going to load up my Xbox app, I'm going to download a game, regardless if it fucking doesn't play your Series X games, whatever. You go into that app, you own Indiana Jones, you download it. You're going to play it eventually. This version that I have essentially has the same chip that the Steam Deck has. So this thing is basically the same power as a Steam Deck. Now, it's kind of funny that some Steam games that wouldn't run on my Steam Deck run on this just fine, which is crazy.
Yeah, some of that's just a Linux issue.
Yeah, it's just funny how like I can play Steam games on this that I can't play on my Steam Deck, which is just another story. So I booted up Indiana Jones. I was like, I'll just play this because I know this game. Which, by the way, this smaller version only comes with 500 gigabytes, so I can install Indiana Jones and like maybe one other game. And it runs fine.
Vampire Survivors and then that's all the space we had.
Yeah, like I don't think I can install Call of Duty on here. Indiana Jones runs fine. It does run at 30 frames a second. But I've run into several issues where like I'm going through the menus and shit just stops working. And that's Windows. Windows is over here struggling to run this app or do this thing. This is not, if you're one of those people like Ryan is talking about where you think you're going to buy this, boot it up, install an Xbox game and play it, that is not going to happen. You are going to have to spend the time going through the updates, navigating through this menu system. And it's frustrating at times. Like, I know my way around a PC and I was still frustrated. I can't imagine somebody who would like boot up a Nintendo Switch and just, like even the Steam Deck, when you boot into it, it's like, here's an update. You run it, you're done. That does not happen here. Like, this is Windows. We need to stress, this is Windows. Windows is a pain in the ass. Now, the positives. This thing, ergonomically, is fucking fantastic. Feels great to hold in your hands. The triggers feel good. The buttons feel good. The thumbsticks feel good. The speakers sound fantastic. Like, when you're playing games, it's really good. It's really good when you're playing games. It's getting to that point that is very frustrating. I did stream my Series X to the device. It kind of runs like shit. It's, I'm 5 feet away from my Series X. I'm 7 feet away from my router. It should be better than that. But I was.
Is your Series X hardwired?
Yes, Series X is hardwired.
Yeah. So mine too, right? And I mean, again, I use Greenlight on the Steam Deck, and it works perfectly. It's like I'm playing it on my television.
Yeah, no, this was grainy as shit. I was dropping frames. I don't know if it's maybe Windows was updating in the background. I don't fucking know.
I mean, definitely possible. Yeah.
No,
That's
the problem with
mining cryptocurrency for
Windows problem, especially on a handheld PC that has, limited functionality, is that it's got way too much fucking overhead.
Yeah.
And just the fact that it has Microsoft Teams on it is like, I know that comes installed in Windows, but it shouldn't come installed in this version of Windows.
No, they should be stripping so much of this shit out. Like, I saw the snipping tool update, and I was like, why the fuck would I ever use a snipping tool on a handheld game machine?
I remember my first job. We had like these handheld PDAs that ran a very basic version of Windows called Custom Edition. And they just stopped making that. And I don't know why. Like, obviously, Custom Edition, whatever that version was based off of, was way too fucking old. But they don't even do that anymore. Everything's the same Windows. But it's like, the experience is never going to be the same because the hardware isn't the fucking same. The way I interact with it isn't the same. They've been trying to do this shit since Windows 8. And we remember how well that went over. So I
think a lot of
fucks in water over there, but it's like, it's not going to be an equivalent experience between touch and mouse ever. And then this thing's got fucking analog sticks. Like, what are we doing?
They want to, they're not trying to compete with PlayStation, they're trying to compete with Valve. And they need to get this Xbox operating system working like SteamOS. SteamOS is fan-fucking-tastic. Like, that shit is really good.
It is, yes.
And, like, going from that to this is just like a fucking nightmare.
Now, to be fair, do the Xbox PC PC Game Pass games work natively on the system, right? Because it's a Windows machine.
Yeah, anything you own or any Game Pass PC games, they'll show up in your library. You just download them and play. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sorry, Terrence, you were going to say something?
Nah, I was going to be probably antagonistic, and I'll just let it go. It's fine. I'm gonna let it pass. It's fine.
I mean, I tried to and I think a lot of the people who are reviewing it do have the big boy version, and maybe that's circumventing a lot of the issues I'm running into. But I really feel like I fiddled with this thing a hell of a lot more than I played it. And it was just waiting on updates, or waiting on the system to respond to my inputs, or trying to make sure shit is closed so everything is running as smoothly as it can. And it's like, these are the things that if you're trying to sell to somebody who just wants to pick up something and play it, like the Steam Deck was fantastic for that. Like I picked it up, it told me I had an update, I downloaded it, then it showed me my Steam library, I installed, I played. I feel like I went through so many more hurdles to try to play something on this. And a lot of people are going to throw their hands up in the air, especially at $1,000, because I don't know that I think the hardware is good. I think when you're playing games, it's good. It's all the hoops you have to jump through to get there. At least on the one that I have. And maybe the big boy version is better, but come on, that's $1,000. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, it's not even the most expensive handheld. That doesn't change the fact that it's $1,000.
I think the Legion Go is still the most expensive one.
Yeah. And like, if I was recommending between this and the Steam Deck, like the $600 version, I'd tell you to get a Steam Deck. Sure, there are some games you're not going to be able to play, but you're not going to have as many headaches. Like, I can play my whole Steam library on the Xbox Ally, which is cool. But man, it's a lot of hoops to get there. You have to run Steam in big picture mode too, by the way, because the controller thing doesn't work on just Steam. Thankfully, it has a touchpad, so I can just, click it and do it. But the screen looks really good. It is a 120 hertz screen, which doesn't matter on the white version because that bitch is lucky to hit 40. So, and the VRR is pointless unless it does hit 40. So,
a dock like the Steam Deck where you can put it on your television.
You can, because I think you can just use the old Ally one. Hell, I think the Steam Deck dock that I have probably works with it because it's just a USB-C.
Yeah, it's any USB-C dock should work.
Yeah, I should probably plug
it in. Oh, you didn't try that?
No, I didn't even try. Like, I don't even feel like I've gotten to the point where everything's installed and updated, Terrence. Like, every time I pick it up to test it, I feel like there's something new I have to do. Which is crazy to me.
I feel that. I mean, it is a new piece of hardware, though. That's, and I mean, there's a Windows, so yeah, they're still updating stuff as people is complaining it being into the wild now. But yeah, that's a lot. I was just curious about how it worked because a lot of the complaints that you're making might change when it's hooked up to a TV. Actually, it might be worse, honestly, because it might not be able to push that display shit on there.
I was going to tell you, I have.
But no, I know my deck runs worse if I try to run it to the TV.
I was just about to say
to push 1080p.
Yeah, I was just about to say my Steam Deck is actually worse when I plug it into the TV.
Yeah, that's
if I put it on a monitor that'll run 720p, it's fine. But if I try to plug it into my 4K TV, even at 1080p, it starts to chug a little bit. Because it's just not built for. It's just not built for that, for 1080p gaming.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I would have liked this handheld more if it could play all the Xbox games, like, natively. Like if this was what it was advertised as, and I keep going back to that, I would probably like it more. It might even be worth $1,000 at that point, because now it's literally a portable Xbox. So I don't have to stream on my shit. I can just pick up and play, whatever, on Xbox, backwards compatibility, all that stuff on the go because I installed it on my little handheld.
I mean, there's one thing that people don't think about. Until Windows can run your 360 games, nothing else ever will except your console. Like, anything that's running Windows is not going to run your 360 games until Windows can do it. It's got to happen there first.
But there's an emulator. There's whatchamacallit, the 360 emulator that I've used on PC.
But that's not a Microsoft product.
Well, it's proof that Microsoft could do it if they wanted to.
Of course, Microsoft could
I
do
think
it.
That's the point I was making. Like you said, it wasn't possible. It is possible.
No, I said it won't be
ignored.
possible until they make an official emulator on Windows.
You just okay. All right, okay. All right.
Man, if you want to talk no. If you want to talk about what is possible, bitch, I can play Super Mario Odyssey on my PC. Of course I can.
No, that's not.
I'm talking about
that's
official. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Like Microsoft has to make it to where you can log into the Xbox app, download Fusion Frenzy or whatever the fuck you want to play, and play it through that app. Until that happens, no device is going to play your backward compatible games except for your Series consoles. Because the Series console is a closed environment. The PC is the wild fucking west.
Yep.
So, I don't know. This thing is weird. You got a lot of mouthpieces talking about how great it is, and maybe that $1,000 version is awesome. I don't know. I didn't use that one. I used the one.
I've also seen some folks posting issues where they I've seen a couple people posting that they there were screens that they couldn't get past because the Windows stopped recognizing the controls for the Ally.
Dude, that happens constantly.
And that they had to plug in an external keyboard and mouse to be able to get past some of the screens.
So, like when I boot it up, it has the normal Windows login where you got to type in your PIN number, right?
Right.
Sometimes my controller recognizes and I can just use button prompts. Sometimes it doesn't, and I have to touch screen and type in the numbers.
That'll be $1,000, please. Thank you.
Like it's never consistent.
Yeah. I mean, listen. Sometimes even the Steam Deck, you have to force the on-screen keyboard. But
yeah,
Windows recently, I spent 4 hours last night trying to fix my son's PC. Ultimately to figure out that I've got a fan issue on his GPU, but but Windows pushed an update, so Windows has recovery mode, right, where it sends you to that light blue screen that says, do you want to reboot your system? Do you want to try and restore from an earlier point or whatever?
Sure.
Windows pushed an update that prevents your keyboard from working on that screen, so you can't get past it.
Nice.
So it's like there's always these stupid glitches in Windows, and like I understand they're trying to make it as friendly as possible, but this kind of stuff, not everybody is going to want to mess around with Linux, right? But it is one of the benefits, if you're at least somewhat tech savvy, it is one of the benefits of the Steam Deck being built on Linux, is that you don't have some of these legacy Windows problems.
Yeah, that's my biggest issue is Windows. Windows is 100% my biggest issue with this handheld. It's frustrating. Because when you're playing games, it's great.
I bet you can't. Never mind.
What were you going to say?
Well, we have to wait for the modders to get their hands on it. But I'm like, maybe you can remove Windows or install Linux over it, and it'll run stuff maybe more efficiently. Like, I mean,
it's Windows
or something.
So
then it defeats the point of having this Xbox Ally thing, right?
Well, that's exactly what that's why I was thinking, like, that would kind of defeat the purpose, I guess, unless they can. But, they can maybe, I mean, you can use Battle.net and stuff on the Steam Deck, but not officially. So, I mean, maybe these people can find a way to make the shit work, and Microsoft can't.
Yeah, it's just a Windows machine, right? And you can dual boot today, Windows and Linux. So I'm betting, at least on the big dog version, I'm betting you could dual boot with Linux and Windows. Whether or not it would run well enough is another question, right?
Yeah, that's the question. Yeah. Got to wait for these modders to take it apart.
Oh, there'll 100 be. I mean, this thing just dropped less than a week ago. It's gonna get ripped up for sure. And to be fair, Microsoft is going to make updates to this to hopefully make it better. That's the hope and the dream.
Sure.
So, yep.
But right now, I just
Updates
can't say.
so you can talk to it with the AI that's just inherently built into Windows 11 now.
I mean, that's in
So
this. Copilot is
man.
Copilot is
Copilot's
100%.
everywhere.
It's in this. You can see the bar
Take
at the
that
top.
shit and
So sick of
fuck
Copilot.
yourself with it. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's. If you're looking to buy one of
I
these,
fly solo.
like buy the Steam Deck if you're in that $500 to $600 range. If you're in the $1,000 range, I don't know. I've never messed with a Legion Go. I don't know if it's any good or not. I have no clue. And I haven't played the $1,000
it's also a
version
Windows
of this.
machine. So
Yeah,
any of the problems you're having with the Ally, I mean, you're not going to have the performance issues because the Legion Go's got a ton of horsepower, but it's also a Windows machine. So
well, apparently the X has a ton of power too, but I didn't get to play with that one because I'm not cool enough.
you're not cool enough. Yeah, well, we
That's
knew
fine. Yeah, I know.
Well, maybe if you just
Your nose ain't red enough.
Yeah.
posted the picture with the of the title screens, you would have gotten a nicer, better version.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe.
Consistency is
Maybe
key.
I should kiss it.
Yeah.
Maybe I should kiss some
Maybe
more
if
ass.
you were willing to hashtag ad, Ken.
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
to be hashtag adding. I'm fucking up. I'm letting everybody down. Sorry.
This fucking guy.
Yeah. Maybe I'll let the rats have it.
Ad.
You know.
Yeah.
I kid. Calm down. Yeah, that's what I've been playing. I'll talk about Outer Worlds and Ninja Gaiden next week. So let's talk about this week, because fuck, there's a lot of games coming out this week. We got Jurassic World Evolution 3, Ninja Gaiden 4, Painkiller, Sadop, A Culinary Adventure, which I thought was fake.
What is this Painkiller that comes
Told you it
out?
was coming to Xbox.
It's a first-person shooter. Painkiller.
No, I know what Painkiller is. I'm asking, is it a new game? Is it a remake? Is it a
It's a remake.
It's a new
It's a
game.
Oh, okay.
Wait, hold on. We got
Wait,
two
is it?
answers.
It's a new game. It's a new
Oh,
game.
It's a new
I didn't know
Painkiller
that.
game?
Yes.
Interesting.
nice.
It's there's like a 4-player co-op thing in it too. Give me a second. I'll find out who's developing it.
You're talking my language now. Some co-op shit. I wasn't even interested because I figured it was just a remake of the first one.
No.
We
Remaster
totally
or
skipped
whatever.
over the fact that Terrence wants Sadop,
It's a
A Culinary Adventure.
We did skip over that.
It's
I was trying.
It's a reboot. Developed by Anshar Studios. I don't know who that is, and published by 3D Realms.
3D Realms has my
Okay.
has my attention on that one.
Yeah, so they're trying to bring it back. Okay.
I'm down.
Hold on, let me see here. Anshar has done
If you say Barbie
VR
Horse
stuff.
Simulator,
No, surprisingly not. Game Deck, they made that game. They worked on Observer systems.
I liked Game Deck.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Observer was good too.
I know Bloober Team did this main Observer. They did the remaster of it. Battle Through Purgatory and fast-paced co-op action. So yeah, it's a very different sort of game now.
Well, we'll let you know
I'm intrigued.
next week, because I think we'll get probably a code for that game. So, Undisputed.
Oh man, it's got cards in it. You're welcome, Ken.
Wow.
The fuck you gotta? Why you gotta take a boomer shooter and put cards in it? Go to hell.
It's your they're using tarot cards like what were they called in Doom? The things you could equip, the power ups or whatever,
I don't remember
the
the name of
runes
them.
or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah, I know what you're
I'll
talking
tell you
about.
how refreshing it is, by the way, that NASCAR is like the first sports game I've played in a long time that doesn't have card shit.
because the audience can't read.
You know what?
Wow.
I don't want to.
How
I don't
long
want
you
to
been
say.
holding on to that?
I don't want to say what game it was that I was playing, but you could probably infer this. I'm getting tired of video games having to put every goddamn thing known to man in your game. Like, not every game needs an upgrade tree. Not every game needs a radio buddy. Not every game needs cards. Not every game needs Sometimes you can just play a game.
True.
Not in 2025. They said you can't do that.
You gotta shoehorn in upgrades and items. Fuck out of
I'd like to actually really apologize to NASCAR people. It was just like sometimes your brain just fires on all cylinders at that moment, and I just took the opportunity.
Very big of you to apologize.
I don't know if this is a real person or not, so I'm hesitant to make a joke about this, but I just passed somebody named Cletus McFarland. So, and if you ask
even if it is, fuck that person's parents if he's a real person.
if you asked me to come up with a fake NASCAR driver's name,
he's a real guy.
Oh, well, that's
I'm sorry, Cletus.
I want you to name your kid Cletus.
Okay,
they're
all right.
Going to be
good
a
news
runner
is
or a NASCAR driver.
That is not his given name. Thank God.
Okay, good.
That is a name he's taken on. Okay, that's a bit different.
All right. Well,
I just want to say
I feel bad making fun of him for it. Then
we're on game 4 out of like 100.
Okay, sorry, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'll stop talking about
runner. Really took me
Leave
out.
poor Cletus alone. What has Cletus done to you? Undisputed Championship Edition. Is that the fighting game?
That's the boxing game.
Oh, boxing.
Yeah, the boxing
okay.
game.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Like every fucking thing is coming out this week.
Keep waiting for that Undisputed game to make its way to Game Pass, by the way.
It will eventually.
Yeah,
I'm sure it will.
Murder Inc. Red X, I don't know. It's all one word. Angry Video Game Nerd 8-Bit, Becastled, Bloodshed, Bounty Star, The Morose Tale of Graveyard Clem. Okay, I want to play that. Just from the name.
I can talk about that next week.
Oh, you have? Okay, cool. Double Dragon Dodgeball. Wait, is it farming shit?
It's very light. Very light. That's not even the total of it. So.
If Terrence is interested in the game, it either has cooking or farming. One of the two.
Okay.
It has both of those, but I can talk about it more next week.
But I'm not in an embargo. I'm just going to read the description quickly from Metacritic here. Bounty Star is an over-the-shoulder 3D action game that marries mech combat and customization with farming and base building.
I don't want to play this game anymore.
Remember how you just said, why the fuck does every game got to do everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to play this game anymore.
God dang it. Okay. Well, I'm going to talk about it next week. Anyways.
Okay, that's fine. We're going to move on. Double Dragon Dodgeball, Double Dragon Revive, Dreamed Away. I'm going to butcher the hell out of this one. Grunio Zerka Trilogy.
Ooh, chow.
Yeah. Plants vs. Zombies Replanted. I forgot that was coming out.
Yeah, I can talk about that next week too.
Power Wash Simulator 2.
Okay. Can we go back to the Zerko trilogy thing?
That's this week, yes.
What the fuck was the Z trilogy?
Grunio Zerka Trilogy. GRUNIOZERCA Trilogy.
Is that an anime?
I don't, probably. Reyes and Reyes 2 Ice Age. Science Skaters. The Jackbox Party Pack 11. The Lonesome Guild. Tormented Souls 2. Super looking forward to that. Ultimate Zombie Defense. Acre Crisis. Chicken Run. Extraction. I get it. Crisscross will make you want to jump.
Jump.
Dora Rainforest Rescue. Everdark Undead Apocalypse. Fast and Furious Arcade Edition. I'm totally looking forward to that. I'm not even being funny. That is a cruising game.
What was good?
Hot Wheels Let's Race Ultimate Speed. Hotel Barcelona, which I'm assuming is a disc version. Juiced Fruit Racing is going to move you.
Juiced Fruit Racing.
Going to move you. Play the song. Gets right to you.
See, you went to Juicy Fruit. I went to Jukebox Hero.
Man, it's called Juiced Fruit. Junkyard Simulator. Once Upon a Jester, Once Upon a Katamari, House of the Dead 2 Remake, The Outer Worlds 2, Trains with a Z, so you know it's extreme. Train Simulator World Tour, Windborne, Echoes of the Night, and Zoocosis, which I'm also looking forward to. There's a lot of games coming out this week.
A lot of stuff.
I want to check PlayStation now and see if there's anything that's not on Xbox. We've got Trenches VR, Dead Reset, Full Metal Schoolgirl. So I would not know what this is, and I would not look up what this is, but we got a code for it that the new dude reviewed it. Anthony, do you know what this game is?
Why the fuck would I know?
Because it's made by D3, and it is an Earth Defense Force game.
What is it called?
Full Metal Schoolgirl.
For real talk, the nerve of you to act all offended. Why the fuck would I know? Because you know all the weird shit. That's you, guy.
Yeah, but like, fucking hold on here.
I'm the farming. Look, I'm the farming nigga. You the weird nigga. That's where we at.
Yeah. But Full Metal Schoolgirl sounds like a hentai ass game. And am I not for that?
No, that's not you. 100%.
Kiss my ass, piece of shit. Fuck you.
Also,
wow, this really just is like, what if we took Earth Defense Force and what's the vampire samurai lady?
Wanchambara?
Oh,
yeah, that
bikinis
mixed together. No, it's not. It's just you're not fighting giant bugs. You're fighting like people-sized monsters.
Gotcha.
Oh wow, yeah, okay.
That's a weird ass title though.
Yep. Also, that trilogy game that we were talking about, it's a puzzle game that were like, it's 3 NES games that were like unofficial NES games that are being reissued.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was an anime.
Yeah.
I thought it was based off an anime.
I'll probably forget that by the time I say the next word I'm about to say. The Switch 2 is also getting Chronos the New Dawn. I love how this list now has to list them when they're game key cards. Like,
oh yeah, I guess it would.
But it doesn't. It like if it's just a digital only game, it doesn't say digital only next to it. Y'all are weird about this stuff. Persona 3 Reload is a game key card. I guess that Full Metal Schoolgirl is coming to the Switch 2 as well. It's coming to everything but Xbox.
Surprise.
I mean, do you care?
No.
What else we got here? We got, okay, the original Switch. Anything funny on here? We got Hole Digging Simulator 2025 because everybody wants to simulate digging a hole.
Digging a hole.
What else we got on here? Anything funny? Oil, I can't say it. Oil Refinery, the simulation. Shroomtopia. Sushi for Robots. That's okay.
I'm pretty sure the Shroomtopia was the name of a legal drugstore.
Here's
that
one.
The cops keep closing down.
Here's one Ryan and I will be totally down for. Mannequin Mayhem Physics Ragdoll Shooter. Hell yeah. Love my wobble games.
Those are fun.
Worse.
All right, let's do some news. There's a lot of fucking video games coming out this week. Last week Xbox was dead because the store was pulling their stuff, but now Target and Walmart says they're not pulling their stuff, so Xbox is not dead.
They're alive again.
They're alive again. For fucking Xbox has more lives than a cat. It's crazy.
Definitely.
PlayStation Plus / extra titles for the month are Silent Hill 2, Until Dawn, As Dusk Falls, V Rising, Yakuza Like a Dragon, Poppy Playtime Chapter 1, Wizard with a Gun, and the classic game is Tekken 3. Cool. Sucker Punch said after Ghost of Yotei, the studio will remain a single project studio. They also said the words Sly Cooper.
What was it?
Did they
what
say
else?
we're not
We will
going to
never-
make a Sly Cooper?
That's what I
I
assumed,
just said
too.
they were like, whether it's another Ghost game or a Sly game, who knows? Nobody's made. Here's the thing: you don't want Sucker Punch to make a Sly Cooper game because then you're gonna realize nobody gives a shit about Sly Cooper except for us.
That'll happen.
That game will not sell. That game will not sell. I'm sorry.
No.
It just won't. We talked about
I'm
the
really
Pokemon
glad
leak.
that Ratchet and Clank movie bombed horribly. Because they were going to make a Sly Cooper movie and keep the cast the same except for Sly.
What the fuck?
What?
Right.
He said, what the fuck? Why?
Fuck if I know, but they changed his voice, but fucking Bentley and, oh god.
Dude, don't ask.
The hippo.
The hippo's name.
I don't fucking know.
Murray. The Murray.
That's it.
Sure.
So yeah, you'll keep Sly, but you won't. You'll recast the main character. That's one thing at least Ratchet and Clank did properly was keep their fucking voices. But after that they canceled that Sly movie. Kind of just didn't say another word about it after the trailer, and that was it.
Didn't they just start filming the Horizon? Sorry, I was falling asleep there. The Horizon movie.
Nothing. I don't want to watch a movie of Horizon. Like that's one that
I love
definitely
Horizon.
needs a
I don't want to watch a movie of it.
Yeah, I don't. But
I don't watch movies in general.
A TV series, because there's a lot of fucking plot in those Horizon games.
They're making a God of War TV
try to
series.
I ain't gonna watch that either.
The inverse problem. There isn't that much going on to have a fucking full television series.
I don't think the television shows and the movies should be retelling the games. They should look at those as but then I guess maybe you get into the Marvel type shit. Maybe that's what
people
it is,
got pissed when they did that with the video games before. They're like, that's not what happens in the game.
Yeah, see, I don't think people know what they want.
Also lore inaccurate for a lot of it, but I know what you're saying, Terrence.
I legit thought you said Lauren accurate. I was like, who the fuck is Lauren?
Lauren accurate. Lauren accurate. Oh,
sounds like an actress. Actually, that's what that is.
That sounds like a character from fucking Ace Attorney.
Actually, yeah,
wow,
it does actually. Yep.
McDonald's in Japan is selling Street Fighter themed burgers based on Ryukin and Chun-Li. They also got Guile fries.
I saw a video of that and I was like, wow, okay.
Guile fries.
You eat his hair.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
The box is his face, so it looked. Yeah, I was like, that's kind of okay. I'll give it to y'all. That's kind of genius.
I totally. You know what? If they brought that over here, I would totally go to McDonald's.
I would too. Yeah.
Let's be honest, Ken. You were going to McDonald's anyway.
No, I fucking hate McDonald's. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I haven't been. Their breakfast is good, but I don't really fuck with McDonald's for real.
Like they used to be good, but their shit's just gross lately. Just nah.
And the one by me is real. Let's just say it, ghetto. Nigga, why the lines be wrapped around so long? And they be super rude to you. And they be, I'm going into a lot right now. They be YouTube videos of stuff. And Mr. Pyrite probably, he yep, I know exactly what McDonald's he's talking about. There was a video of one of the workers smacking a bitch upside the face with a blender, with a smoothie blender thing. And it went viral. This McDonald's is so hood. And it's the one that we call, and it's so funny. My cousin is one that deems this, the Christian McDonald's is up the street by North Cape Mall. And it's a bit of a drive on Colerain to get to. So we never go up there. So yeah, I don't fuck with McDonald's.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I understand. You work retail or something. Fuck people.
I understand too.
Sometimes you just want to smack them in the head.
My retail experience has done two things for me. One of them is given me a tremendous amount of empathy for the people that work retail.
This is me. Yep.
And almost completely diametrically opposed to that, it's given me a complete, I get so irritated when people don't say thank you. It drives me up a wall. And I'm like, listen, I worked retail. I know it sucks, but guess what? I said thank you. You can say thank you. I said have a great day. You can say have a great day. I don't care if you want me to have a great day or not. You can say it.
Have a good one.
Exactly. That's all you gotta say. I understand, right?
It's like, on one hand, I'm like, man, I know how much that job sucks.
Yep.
And on the other one, I'm like, yeah, I know how much that job sucks. You can still say thank you.
Right. You can at least hit me with that, homie. Like, yup.
Yeah. Can't stand it. Can't stand it when somebody hands me my card back and says nothing.
Yep.
Like, what are you doing? Like, are you a human? Like,
I am human.
Just being a human being.
You
should say something when you hand something back to somebody.
Right.
Even if it's here you go.
Something when you hand something back to somebody. All right, Seinfeld.
Oh, don't lump me in with that guy.
All right, we're moving on.
I needed that. Oh God, I needed that. Oh man,
we have some sad news. Dead or Alive and Ninja Gaiden creator Tomonobu Itagaki has passed away. Motherfucker had like he had a message that was like upon my death went out, which is crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Got to go. Yeah.
But that's on brand. Like, he was like, that type of dude. Like, even the message read like, they was like, man, I'm sad. My fans ain't gonna get to play my new shit.
Yeah, he was like, I've always faced adversity and I always won. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah. Right. Like, it was actually pretty gangster. I was like, okay, I see you, sir. But yeah,
that dude was
young.
Yeah, he was 58, I think. But he's a great dude. I met him at E3 one year. Super, super nice.
That's cool. He looked like he would be super. Even though he was like, the sunglasses and his leather jacket was his shit, I felt like, yeah, he was probably a cool dude, like, talk to, have a sake with or something.
I think it's hilarious that people are like discovering Dead or Alive games now again.
I saw that. I was like, you fucking kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to read some sad shit, go read the message that Harada posted.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah.
On Twitter about his last conversation with Itagaki and how he feels about the whole thing. It's pretty
fucking sucks, man.
Pretty sad. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh wow. Yeah.
Splinter Cell Death Watch apparently was renewed for a second season.
So yeah, I saw. I didn't comment in the thing. I meant to, because Jay said he had watched it, and Brian was like, "Oh, Terrence, so I'm almost done with it. It is actually really good." And Liev Schreiber, I was fuck his name up, Schreiber, whatever. He's the one that's voicing Sam.
From now on, his name is Live Schreiber.
That's what you call him. Yep, that's what I call him in my head because I always fuck his name up.
Loved him in Friends.
Better than a dead Schreiber.
Well, yeah. But it's good. That anime is actually really good. So I'm happy that they're giving it a second season. I wish we would get a game. That'd be great.
No, they don't make Splinter Cell games. I don't know what you're talking about.
Apparently not.
All right. I don't have a whole lot of other news. There's some little stuff here and there. But I do have a bunch of emails that I wanted to get to because I've been kind of putting them off. So I'm going to start that up here. We got an email from an author. It's titled Midnight Multiplayer, a novel that Wombat might like to read and Ken might like to hear. He says, sorry if you received an earlier email about this, but I decided to send it here as well. I didn't receive the other one. I only got this one. He says, I want to let you know the impact that ZTGD Radio has had on me. I'm a longtime listener who still remembers when Jay was on the show every week.
I'd like to apologize ahead of time for the impact we've made on you. But don't sue us.
He says, the friendships that you formed with Terrence, Anthony, Drew, and the Wombat have been an inspiration to me. I love how your name is not your name. It's just the Wombat.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
that's purposeful.
I know. I'm a diehard gamer who went from playing games to writing about them in a novel. I even included a part in my book where I reference Westwood College Online and talk about tightening up the graphics on level 3. One of my characters sings the PlayStation from the song My Console from Eiffel 65. I thankfully left out Omega Boost.
Omega Boost.
You mentioned these two things a couple years ago in your podcast, and I always remembered them and ended up using them in my novel. I'd love to send you a complimentary copy of Midnight Multiplayer over to you. I think I recall Wombat being the reader of the group when he said he read through the Witcher novels. I can also provide you with an audiobook code if you'd like to listen to my book in your car when you're out and about.
Terrence and I are both the readers of the group.
The readers.
Actually, I'm looking at picking up the audio book. I have it on my wish list. That's the next one I'm gonna pick up.
Maybe he'll send us a couple codes for the audio book, and you can listen to it.
Yeah, because the
synopsis
definitely sounds cool. Yeah, like I said, I was just gonna get it. Definitely, I want to support because I hope to one day get published. But yeah, I definitely don't have a problem supporting. So yeah.
Yeah, he says it's available
on my list.
In Amazon on paperback, hardcover, ebook, and audiobook. It's called Midnight Multiplayer, so everybody go check that out on Amazon. Next email comes from Antonio. He says, I'm 43 hours deep into Yote, and I've only dealt with 2 of the Yote 6. How do y'all motherfuckers play games like this?
Damn!
I've never understood this
Sounds
shit.
about right.
This Wombat does this shit, and I'm like, bro.
I still haven't. I've still only killed the very first one. The one that the story drops you right into.
I was going to say, dude, that happens in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, almost 30, 40 hours in. I just got the Gutenberg. Like, you just get caught up with stuff, man. Life happens, okay?
Life happens.
Like, there's too many video games for me to, spend all that time looking at shit. Before that, I played some Borderlands 4, but I wasn't glued to that. Like, man, that's a game that fell off like a fucking cliff, didn't it?
Yeah, I haven't heard anybody talking about it.
I didn't. What game?
None of us played it.
Borderlands.
We didn't get a code for it.
Oh.
Yeah, and I didn't get it. Even the people that I know that were playing it, they are no longer playing it. They have fallen off of it.
My dad is like playing that right now because we used to play him together. He's like, you should get it. I'm like, I'm not spending this much money on Borderlands. I barely played the third one.
I'll pick it up when it's like $20. I started up
the third one and went.
Yep, that's where I'm gonna get it. That's when I'm gonna get it because I'm not. Yeah, I didn't like the third one, so I'll wait till it's 20.
He says after this I'll pick up Silent Hill and maybe Dying Light when the holiday sales. I forgot Dying Light came out.
Yeah. Waiting for a sale for that too.
I'm still not sure on Dying Light because the second one was a huge step down from the first. Well, I'd love to tell you about it, but everybody declined us codes or didn't have them. So,
The only thing I've heard about The Beast is that it, because it was originally a DLC for the second one that they just spun off into its own thing. They said that it feels like it's a DLC. So, I mean, if you just know that going in when you're getting it, it'll be enjoyable because I've heard good things, but they just said it feels like it's a DLC.
He says, as for my thoughts on Xbox, everything that has happened the past couple of weeks has solidified my position that the Series X will be my last Xbox, minus any retro consoles. I was already leaning...
His last Xbox?
I was already leaning in that direction. They said they're making another one, Ryan. Sarah Bond said it. They don't lie.
Her word is her bond. Is that what you're telling me?
My word is bond.
Oh, we didn't have it queued up, but yeah, that was good.
I was already leaning in that direction once it became clear they were going to start putting games on PlayStation. If you're going to charge me $30 a month, I might as well buy it if I know I'm going to be playing it for more than 1 month. I'm looking at you, Forza Horizon 6. I do find it funny that this could be an attempt to train people to buy games again. I don't play games frequently enough through Game Pass to justify it. I also don't mind waiting for it to hit PlayStation since it's my preferred platform. The craziest thing about all of this is the numbers Microsoft expect the Game Pass subscriptions to hit. Just like with everything else in this economy, I've had to cut back. If I can cut back on console without losing access to any significant releases, that's okay with me. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a decision everybody's going to have to make. We talked about it last week, right?
Yeah.
You gotta weigh whether or not Game Pass is still worth it at $30 a month for your gaming habits. If you're the type of person that plays everything that hits Game Pass, then yeah, it probably is. But if you're the type of person that plays like 4 or 5 games a year,
Oh yeah, see,
maybe
I
it is,
wasn't
maybe
here
it
for
isn't.
this.
I just discovered a problem with Game Pass, though. They give me free premium skins for Overwatch.
Oh, well, yeah. Great.
Yeah, feeding that addiction.
Your paper doll collection can continue to grow.
Shh,
there
quiet.
It is.
It's
there
free.
It is. Well, it's really an NFT. I mean, a paper doll. At least you could touch the...
You pay for it every month.
No, I don't have a bill due till August.
Okay, but in August you're gonna pay for it again.
Probably not. I'll probably have some codes or something like that. Like Amazon's still selling them for $20. Shit.
I thought it was April.
Okay.
You must have bought some extra.
No.
Let me ask you a question. Is paying $20 for something paying for it?
No, it's not. It's not real money.
It's free?
It's fake
$20
money.
is free?
Yes, it's free money.
Man, it is amazing how white people
Free
think.
real
This
estate.
is crazy.
And to answer your question, Terrence,
Don't lump me in with him.
I did.
I apologize.
Yeah, don't lump me in. Yeah, right over here. Don't lump me in with him on my private ass jet. So to answer your question, Terrence, when I booted up the ROG Ally, it gave me another 3 months.
Oh, what's up, Anthony? Oh, nice. It's free money.
That's right. It is free money. I don't know why this is a question.
But look, so because I wasn't here when y'all talking about it, I'm probably going to step down my thing from the $30 one just because I don't play every single game that comes on there. Like it's cool because I discover stuff that I may have never played ever, and I'm like, oh, this is neat, but not enough for me to spend that extra money, especially with the television services going up. Because I was already spending like $30 a month for Disney Plus, Hulu, and fucking HBO Max because my wife watches stuff on there.
It went up $3.
Yeah, I know. So that's a lot of money for stuff. So yeah, I'm probably gonna drop down. I don't know if it's
perfectly reasonable compared to the 50% increase that Game Pass got.
Don't you be a Disney apologist, you motherfucker.
Oh, I'm not saying it's good.
And I'm wondering how that's going to work out when because I don't know if y'all know, but the plan is that they're going to phase out Hulu next year, and Disney Plus is going to have everything. Like most of the stuff that's on Hulu now, you can watch it on Disney Plus. So I've stopped using the Hulu app.
Hulu is the only one I use.
Yeah, Disney Plus has everything, but you have to have a Hulu subscription to watch it there.
Correct. So I've been just using Disney Plus for all of it because I'm trying to train myself.
Well, yeah, because Hulu also only runs at like 1080p and Disney Plus runs at 4K. So why the fuck would I not watch it there?
Too.
Yeah,
right. There's that too.
I'm watching American Idol and The Masked Singer and stuff like that. So the fidelity is my least concern.
This motherfucker's watching The Masked Singer, but he won't watch the Splinter Cell anime. What are we doing?
Listen, I've heard The Masked Singer is good.
If Sam Fisher comes out dressed as a shrimp and sings Pink Pony Club, then maybe I'll watch the Sam Fisher.
Listen, I don't know who's a fan of the show, but I really hope Michael Ironside, if you hear this, please come on The Masked Singer and sing Pink Pony Club because I will watch that episode for sure. Like, oh man. But yeah. I'm probably gonna drop down.
You're Michael Ironside. If you're listening to this for some god awful reason, first of all, I'm sorry for the last 2 hours.
Dude, he ain't listening to this. If he was like 10 minutes in, he'd be like, "Fuck this."
Hold on, she covered bases.
Second, if you go on The Masked Singer, I will do everything in my power to get you banned from Canada. I will.
Anthony's got that power.
He does.
I will.
He knows the Princess of Canada. Oh wait, that's Gambus Khan.
I was gonna say Gambus is in tight with the Princess of Canada.
Fucking revoke your citizenship.
Craftina.
I didn't even know he was Canadian.
I didn't either.
Okay, we're moving on to the next email. This comes from Peter. He says, "Hey Chucklehead, it's great to have Drew on the show. He always seems to lift the mood. Thanks for the Tron.
We're always so surprised that he's here."
Yeah, I know, right? He said, "Thanks for the Tron endorsement, Anthony. I wasn't planning on seeing it in theaters, but I think I will try now." With that said, he did send a follow-up message on Blue Sky saying he did go see it. He said, "With that said, the subtext that I got from your review was, I'm really happy I got to spend time with my dad watching a movie he introduced me to. Sometimes..."
Yeah, sorry, continue.
He says, "I'm really, sometimes we love things because who we shared them with. I know that holds true for me with gaming."
I mean, that was definitely part of it, don't get me wrong. But I have, something I didn't bring up because I didn't know but it's not as fresh. But I did go see Tron again and I still really enjoyed it. went back in the 4D thing. Is it something that was like made better by a second viewing? No, but it also didn't. I didn't watch it again and go, oh, I didn't have as much. I didn't enjoy myself as much. No, I still had a great time. I enjoyed that movie. There were 4 of us in the theater though, so say goodbye to Tron. Holy shit. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, did it mean more that I went with my dad? Probably. But at the same time, I was going to go by myself. And I think I still would have had a great time because it's something I don't do a lot of. Like, I just don't, first of all, I don't watch a ton of stuff that isn't just YouTube documentaries or documentaries in general, because I will watch documentaries elsewhere. So anytime I sit down and watch something, and I come away from it not going, well, that was a waste of my time, I'm usually feeling pretty good. So when I genuinely like it, I kind of probably love it. So, the last thing I watched before that was a 60s television show called The Prisoner, which was weird. I didn't love that one as much. Okay. We'll have to talk about that sometime because I don't know what the fuck.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
so,
weird.
but yeah, I mean, that's definitely part of it. Obviously, who you do things with can change the experience, both positively and negatively. But no, I just really enjoyed that movie a lot. It did a lot of things that I'm sure reading people's opinions, some people didn't like the choices that they made. I'm not even talking about Jared Leto casting himself in the movie he produced. I'm speaking about the plot elements, but I don't know, like, if you want more of what an inside of computer looks like, you can go and watch Reboot, because Reboot is just kind of that. So yeah, no, I was pleasantly surprised with how good it was, because that is the first time I've ever gone to watch a movie in the theater again. I've never done that before. So.
All right, continuing on, he says, Wicked is fantastic. I like the musical, but they did a great job adapting it to film to expand the world. One of the few films I've seen in recent memory multiple times, that and K-pop Demon Hunters.
I went to the dentist this week, and my dental hygienist said that she was going for Halloween as one of the K-pop Demon Hunters.
I don't even know what that is.
So, that show, I feel like, is
a movie.
I feel like that has blown up.
Okay.
It has, yeah.
It is huge. The music was hitting like
Yeah,
high.
the music is all over the radio.
Yep.
With the name alone, I can hear the music in my head, and I hate it.
Oh yeah, it's K-pop music. I
thought it was going to be metal.
I know, right? That's I mean, that's maybe gangsta rap.
There's one animation. The reason why I won't watch it is because there was a food eating sequence.
What sequence?
They're having dinner or something like that. The sushi comes out, and there's an animation that I just
from where?
It was like, I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this at all.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Hold on, let me see.
I'm sorry,
find it.
So I did my brain immediately as I said this. I thought it was gonna be metal. I just like
this. Here it is.
Turn the TV show on. It's like, hello, meet the real me.
Take a mortal man.
Oh my. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, that whole thing just. I'm good.
Good Lord. Apparently, I don't remember, some other big streamer passed on this, and it might have been Amazon. I don't remember, but somebody passed on it, and now Netflix is making all this money to justify their increase of their monthly cost.
Oh, Christ. Okay, well, he sent a link saying, did you guys see the recent gaming reference on Days of Our Lives? But when I click the link, it's got one of those pop-ups that says, I can see you're blocking ads. Well, I can see I'm clicking the fuck off of this page.
Gotcha. I did not see that. I don't watch Days of Our
Apparently, it was
Lives.
Xenoblade Chronicles.
On the rest. Oh, nice.
Oh, wow. They made a Xenoblade Chronicles reference on Days of Our Lives?
It's apparently.
Yeah, that's
crazy. And you know what?
That's insane.
Know what? I could see Nintendo paying for that.
Yeah.
Weird fucking...
We'll allow it. Yeah, go ahead and cut him a check. What?
Finally, he says, Ken, sounds like you need to be nicer to your PC and your Steam Deck. You may have lost your IT magic touch. Love you guys. Love the show. This motherfucker is a problem child. I'm pointing at
Troubles
the PC.
All the time.
Fucking PCs. Whatever.
Yeah, well, listen, after 4 hours last night of trying to mess with my sons, I'm in the same boat.
I feel like every time I go to play a PC game, there's a problem.
This at least appears to be a hardware problem. Unfortunately, it's a hardware problem with the most expensive part of the fucking PC.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, I think my little server thing is going out because it started like turning on and then turning right back off, and I'm like, oh god, I think the power supply is going out, or one of the memory sticks is bad, but it's like back running now. But it's something is about to go out on it.
As long as there's a little box that I can put under my TV, I will never be a PC gamer. Sorry. All right, last email comes from JG. Oh, he says, hey guys, thanks for a great show, although could do with more dance nostalgia rather than pickle recipes. It's great to hear about the games coming out and the industry in general, although like Drew, I've had less time to play due to work and family. Ironically, now that I have a little bit of disposable income, I'm thinking I might just skip this console generation. Anthony, did you write this email?
Always the way it works.
What?
When you're young, you've got all the time in the world and no money. And when you grow up, you have all the money that you need to play whatever you want and no time.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just not. It's not fair.
I'll be honest. I heard like more '90s dance music or whatever, and then
he was already looking up Hadaway.
He started making a list.
No. My brain went to Scatman.
Oh God.
All I can think of when that song is the movie Basketball, where they play it.
Yeah.
He says, I find most everything I want to play or have time to play I can find for my PS4, not to mention the games that I already have backlogged. I have yet to find a compelling reason to get a more current system, especially at their current price. It's not like my family is experiencing gaming the way I did growing up, as they prefer Roblox over everything else. Wait a minute, did I write this?
Yeah, I was going to say.
You wrote this.
So I think I'll just continue listening and creating my future backlog when all these current games get remade in a couple years. Oh, and I can't believe you forgot the classic game music crossover of Vanilla Ice's Ninja Rap. It was too legit to quit. Keep knuckling along.
Oh, Vanilla Ice.
Rob Van Winkle, you mean?
Yep, that is what I mean.
Good old Rob.
As I've said on the show before, I bought a pair of British Knights shoes specifically to get the MC Hammer tape that came with them. So
remember when British Knights were a thing?
British Knights! Jesus,
yeah,
I was like, Jesus Christ!
All the kids out there listening, like, what the fuck is a British Knight? I thought
I'm sitting here listening. What the fuck is a British Knight?
I just saw it as my son. We had to go to the football game the other day, and I just saw a guy wearing British Knights at the football game the other day. No
Jesus
joke.
Christ! He had those in the closet for a few decades.
Apparently.
That's crazy.
Oh. I forgot to tweet.
We got no tweets.
There are some Blue Sky messages on here, though. I can read a couple of these.
I'm the scat man. Sorry.
Blue Apple always asks us about tariffs, and I'm like, I am not the person to talk about tariffs. That is not. I don't know shit about this stuff. He says, Trump announced 100% tariff on foreign-made movies. Do you think he will make similar policies to protect American gaming industry and stop the rise of Chinese gaming? No.
And arguably the here's the reason why you see, like, so if you see Georgia in the credits, it's because it's cheap to film there. And the problem is Georgia is one of like very few states where it's, you know, they give you incentive to film there. That is why a lot of stuff comes to Canada, because give incentives to come and film here. Because, if you're coming here, you're not bringing everybody that's working on the movie. You'll hire people from the area. So it's stuff like that that keeps the movie industry alive. And only an idiot would make a decision to put 100% tariffs on it. Just straight up, I'm saying it. He's a stupid fucking idiot who doesn't do anything ever. He's not a good businessman. And so he put 100% tariffs on something he doesn't comprehend unless he gets to be in the movie because they're shooting in his fucking tower. That's his connection to movies.
He ain't lying.
Okay.
There's a bunch of other things too, but I think it's so stupid because here's the way you fix. If you want to film in the States, which, to be clear, I'm all for. Like, it's not like, oh, you need to come and film in Canada. Like, if I was in another country, I'd feel the same way. You need to give people reasons as to why they should film there, not reasons why they shouldn't film elsewhere. That doesn't work out. Like, because they just don't they don't make this thing then. It's not like they need to make movies. The people on the top don't care. Their bank goes up. They'll fucking just buy foreign shit. Right? So it's dumb. It's a dumb concept. And then who determines what's foreign made technically? Right? So is it an American company? Right? So it's dumb idiot making dumb idiot decisions. There's a surprise.
He says half of Japanese game developers have admitted that they're using AI at TGS. Do you think AI will cause a paradigm shift in game development?
I think to the extent that everyone continues to push that issue, then yes, probably. But I think we're finding out pretty quickly that a lot of AI stuff, the Emperor has fewer clothes than you expect him to. Maybe not none, but a lot of the AI stuff is less impressive than it was originally sold to be. So
I also think
people have committed so much money to it at this point, it's not going anywhere.
The same with crypto, which is where all the crypto bros went once NFTs were no longer the big thing. They jumped to AI. They're rug pulls. Like they're rug pullers. That's what they do. They will jump on trends, pump them up, and then bail when they start to see a decline and move on to some stupid other thing that isn't a good idea either. Like they're not the people to bet on. I don't know why people listen to them, but
I don't know what you're talking about.
What's the Mad Money guy?
Jim Cramer?
Jim Cramer.
Jim Cramer. They're more annoying Jim Cramers.
I don't know what you're talking about. I used AI the other day to find out how much a TV weighs. That shit is fire.
It was fire.
Remember when we used to use Google to find out how much a TV weighs?
It's called Google. But the AI talked back to me and asked me questions. So,
Oh, great.
That's important.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. Love it.
I don't know. I have to use AI where I work. It's mandated.
See, that's what I'm talking about. It's not going anywhere because people have committed so much money to it that there's a regardless of how well it works, there's an incentive to make it work. Yeah.
I mean, it is beneficial for things like when I don't want to write a piece of code and I just tell it what the code I want to write is. That's helpful. I don't use it all the time, but it is helpful. I don't know. People talk about AI, I just think about like the enemies I fight in fighting games.
People talk about AI, I can only think about Haley Joel Osment and Jude Law.
You shouldn't. That's it. That's all the tweets, that's all the emails, that's all the news, that's all the video games. Only 50 more coming out next week, so we'll be back talking about those.
All?
Yeah, it's just 50. It's fine. Like, apparently the week of October 20th was the week to put all your games out, even though the game I'm most looking forward to comes out on the 30th. So, maybe I'll get to play that this week. That'd be cool. I'll forget about the other 50 games.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. If you want to tweet us, it's at ZTGD Radio. I apologize. I haven't tweeted for 2 weeks. I need to do that. I am terrible at social media. Like, I used to post all the reviews on social media. I haven't been doing that. I forget. But you can tweet at us still there any time of the week. You don't have to wait for us to say it. And you can send emails to podcast@ztgd.com. We had a lot. So that was fun to go through those. But other than that, that's it. So unless anybody has anything else, we'll get out of here. He's out, bitch.
Alrighty. And it goes something like this.